Cool. All right, another week has gone by, and here we are. So let's see what. Question 176. I feel like I've gotten that every day.
We seem to be stuck in like the 100 to 200.
Yeah, I feel like we're always getting 100 something.
I think we've had this question before, but we have played a lot of D&D with these characters. So if you've already answered it or your answer has changed, I guess. This is a meta question. What television, book, video game, character, etc. Your character would be best friends with? Or what media character is your character the most influenced by or similar to? So the wording ain't great, but I'll post it up. Here we go. Alright, so while you ruminate on that question, does anybody for a point of DM inspiration, and to keep the inspiration out of the hands of the villains, want to give me a summation of what happened last week? If you are interested, go ahead and roll a d20 into chat. Alright, reset. Take it away.
It was a lovely Blitzball finals, sort of. Well, as well as like an exhibition match, because they deemed that the Fate Makers and the Pentagons, I believe that they were Pentagons, right? Yeah.
Just the Pentagon. Just the Pentagon.
The Pentagon were not allowed to take part in the regular tournament for some reason. I think the reasons were made apparent as soon as the match started, as the match was basically just both sides flaunting all of their coolest moves at each other. The Fate Makers made a quick lead with I believe it was a across the court volley shot, where it started from Phil to Reset to Cyrus, where Cyrus blinded the Fish King with his squid tentacles and the squid ink. No, I believe every point that was taken happened within 2 rounds. The Fate Makers also had a chance to fight back using cheating magic, like the Pathfinder's portals, where one of them actually took off a large chunk of Phil's behind, which appears to be regenerating at the moment. We were not very fond of the teleportation tactics, and Hypatia, because the Pathfinder used some portals, at one point just dimension doored into the goal with the ball. The Fate Makers, or the Pentagon, did the same thing with the portals. And that's when the whole game kind of got out of control. Cyrus at one point turned into a giant... I don't even know what that was. Was it a troll? But it was huge, and well, the original plan was to have him, because anything in his square would be moved. The original plan was to just have him walk the ball into the goal, exponentially increasing its speed. That did not work, as the Pentagon did a joint, like, ranged attack and sent the ball into our goal after paralyzing Philippocles. We decided to then have Cyrus in his big form just sit in the goal so that it would prevent, like, teleportation and stuff. Eventually, the game ended with us, I believe, winning. The Fate Makers winning, was it 3-2?
Yeah.
4-3? Okay, 3-2. Yeah, and just as we were well, it wasn't really an ending because it kind of got cut short as the Fates or the Furies came in and stopped the game, and they pretty much teleported us into a prison and told us that this is where we will be for the rest of our lives. We decided that we did not want to be here and that we would like to help them in the ensuing apocalypse that apparently is a result of our actions killing Scylla and freeing Prometheus. The Furies would not listen to our pleads, and basically we decided that if we were going to stay here for the rest of eternity, we would rather try to fight for our freedom and risk non-existence.
That's a good summary. Would you like inspiration or a factspiration?
Ooh, that's a D20, right?
Mm-hmm.
I will take a factspiration today.
Okay.
Suddenly the factspiration's so valuable.
Yeah.
All the way to D20.
I mean,
I thought they were
it has
promoted to
potential.
It
D100s
does.
last.
D100s. Oh my
Oh my god,
goodness.
that's ridiculous.
Oh wow. All right. So, anybody want to answer this question? If you're interested in answering the question, go ahead and throw out a D20.
I've already answered it.
I think I've already answered it as well.
Man, it's come up that many times. All right. All right. I am curious about Anna's. Going once, going twice. All right, Anna.
Okay. Anastasia, believe it or not, was definitely influenced by two characters in particular. One, Jean Grey from the X-Men, and then the other is Captain Marvel from Marvel Universe.
Nice.
That's
okay.
that's where I got both my inspirations for, like the superhero.
The fire and the radiance
Mhm,
and
yeah.
all that. Okay.
Those are definitely favorite characters of mine from comic books and such.
So in another timeline, there could have been a Dark Anna arc that we.
Yeah,
Okay.
absolutely.
I see.
Yeah.
I see. All right.
I mean,
Alright.
if Kyra would have stayed dead after the.
Yeah, I mean
attempts,
that.
it would have seen
Yeah.
it.
Well, actually, yeah. I think alternate timeline Anna, when we came back, we merged the timelines again. That Anna that probably had to let go of Kyber probably, yeah. I think might have even became a Fury. Just.
Damn. Well, your lovable Wolverine is still okay. Or I mean, let's be honest, it was never Cyclops. It was never Cyclops. So, sometimes it's Cyclops. There's so many different timelines for X-Men now. I can't keep track.
Yeah.
All right. Sounds good. You may ask the same question of any NPC you've met previously in the campaign.
Gosh.
Hmm.
Man, like 3 years. Characters. It's crazy because we're down to the main page, so I'm suddenly forgetting everyone.
Aw.
Let's see. Here's a blast of the past. How about Graxus?
Graxus.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. So.
Rest in peace.
So Graxus, how would I answer this? Well, let's see. What television, book, video game character set or would Graxus be best friends with? Man, I feel like, I guess going off of X-Men, if Graxus had a Colossus instead of an Esther, that is to say, if Xander had a someone more like Colossus and less like Esther, I feel like things probably would have turned out better for him, for sure. I think that he needed that mentor figure, that sort of like older guy to sort of like push him down the right path, mentor him, that sort of thing. I think that if Astraeus had not died and had lived, long enough to maybe pass down leadership to Xander, things could have turned out very, very different. But the loss of him and then all that, I think, made him very malleable for negative influence. So yeah, I think he would just need somebody that was like swerving in there, unswerving. I don't know. Someone that just refused to not be lawful good, even if it was detrimental, suicidal, whatever. But if he had somebody like that to guide him, I think he would have been happier, and I think the world would have been happier, for sure. As far as like if they were influenced by any particular trope or anything like that, I don't really know on that particular character, but I do have a fun trivia fact that, as written in the adventure, Graxus was not actually Xander. Graxus was the leader, and this is hashtag problematic. He was the leader of all of the Minotaur forces that worked with Sydon, and as punishment for having like the audacity to stand up against the Dragonlords, the Lich Daemon is the one that cursed him to guard Xander's tomb, and basically made him immortal. And like he was bound to Xander's tomb to guard it forever for like having the audacity to stand against the Dragonlords. So yeah, the Dragonlords were, yeah, they were pretty bad dudes as far as good guys go. Definitely murder hobo heroes. Of a earlier age of Dungeons and Dragons, for sure. For this campaign, because of you guys having a vanished one, it made a lot of sense to me to have Graxus be Xander, and then have that sort of emotional connection and that sort of anchorage to his past for Astraeus and all that kind of stuff. So that change was made for this campaign, specifically. In Mythic, Graxus and Xander became friends on the battlefield, and were working towards brokering a peace between the two sides, and that's when Esther killed Xander. And then that's why he stayed at the tomb, because he loved him, and like he wanted to like just be there to protect him and remember him, and make sure that if any came to claim his legacy, they would be the right people to claim legacy. So anyways, yeah. So that character actually had a lot of interesting stuff.
Yeah, it's definitely a favorite of mine in this campaign for sure.
Yeah. All right. Well, before we begin, I wanted to do. I'm not trying to stall us any longer, but before I begin, I want to do a shout out to Matt C. Matt C. I don't know if you got a time tuner from Dumbledore or what speed you're listening to these recordings on. Maybe we all sound much better, like sped up 3 times our normal speed. But you are a trooper and a champion, and I have gotten to relive this campaign through your binging of the campaign and your comments on the videos, both in admiration and in frustration. So yeah, shout out to you, because last comment you made was on Sea and Sky, post game episode 28. So I'm pretty sure you are all caught up at this point. So thank you for going on the journey, and now you can finish it with everybody. So yeah, pretty cool. All right, but now we have to actually do this thing.
Yeah.
So.
Wait, can we take a vote to
to just say, and that was the campaign. I wonder how it ends. The end. Epilogues canceled.
No,
audience must make up what happens on their own. It's basically a Stephen King novel at that point.
All right.
All right. So they were rolling into initiative. They seem pretty intense on fighting. Cyrus demanded a opportunity to fight for the freedom. and they went with it. So everyone's rolled into initiative. I'll go grab some combat music, and we'll get started. As always, you can feel free to WWE style, banter with the NPCs during the fighting and all that jazz. All right. And you can be as mean as you want. I'm not the NPCs. You're not hurting my feelings. It's fine. I mean, some of the things you said to Gaius, I still cry about him in the middle of the night. But, other than that, it's fine. All right. We're set. You have won the initiative.
All right. Before I go ahead and take my turn, I'm going to look at each of them in the eyes. And I'm going to say, it's not too late. We can still play 20 squares. If you would like, I can beat all 3 of you.
Ooh.
Okay. As you say that, Electo looks excited. Like, oh, thank God, we don't have to do this. Tisafone looks disgusted, and Megara says, unfortunately, the time for games has ended.
See, that's the difference between you and me. You think of 20 squares as a game. It's not. But if you're okay knowing that, or never knowing whether or not you could have beaten me, then let's go ahead and do this.
She nods her head to you, her eyes glowing with a red inner light.
Alright, I'm going to start by casting Empty Body,
Okay.
going invisible, getting my resistances. And I'm going to use my bonus action to use Inspiring Leader and give everyone within 60 feet Bless. Okay, and then I will position... I guess I'll take a quick look at Phil and see which one he's eyeing.
Phil looks like he's wants to kill Tisafone really badly. When you mentioned 20 squares, he kind of grunted angrily, like, don't take this away from me.
I mean, I'll stand here, I guess, or... Yeah, basically in front of Megara. Okay, and then that'll be my turn.
Alright. Let's see. Initiative passes to Tisafone. She looks at Phil, and she nods to Phil, and then let's see. Okay. Yeah. She'll just move up, I guess. That seems good. So let's see. So she'll kind of leap up and over to here. And then she will go ahead and attack 3 times. And as she kind of flexes her forearms, you see innumerable blades kind of burst from the flesh and the hands and the fingers. And then she is going to attack with Fated Blades. So here we go. First attack is 29. Second attack is 25. Third attack is a 31. Each one does 25 true damage. So it's an untyped damage.
Was this on me or Phil?
Oh, it's on Phil. She doesn't. Yeah.
They were having. We're gonna kill
This
each
is-
other eyes.
Yeah, this has been going for a long time. Yeah, this is a long time.
I
coming
was really
to
worried
them.
she was gonna get me, but then I remember they're.
Yeah. And let's see. That would be it for now. All right. Play passes to Hypatia.
Okay, so, having fought the Fates before, and having, during our 7-year-long break, had a suspicion that we may need to fight the Fates again for reals.
Well, the Furies or the Fates?
Furies. I'm sorry, the Furies.
Oh, okay.
Furies.
Mhm.
I did a lot of research into the Furies, and so I am going to cast Wish, and I am going to, per the examples listed in the spell, I am going to wish that we all have immunity to any binding effects. Like their binding attacks, their whip attacks, from the Furies.
All right. Let's see. You grant up to 10 creatures immunity to a single spell or magical effect. Okay, so, would you want paralysis or would you want restraint? Those are their two big go-tos.
Mm-hmm.
So, which one would you prefer, restraint or paralysis?
Friends have thoughts. I'm leaning towards restraint. But paralysis is also really bad.
I'm immune to paralysis.
Well, I think freedom of movement will protect us from both if we can cast it on ourselves.
Yeah, but I think you're the only one left that has that.
Well, I was gonna ask on my turn, but
They both suck.
Yeah.
yeah.
Okay, we'll go with restraint.
Okay, so whatever they do, whatever they use, you guys are now immune to restraint. For let's see,
8 hours.
Eight
well, I guess it's for 8 hours. Okay, got it. All right. Much to your relief, Hypatia, no powder spell attempts were made. These ladies do not seem like they are into spellcasting.
Okay.
All right. Anything else from Hypatia?
I'm gonna move away.
Oh, and I should have
A little
mentioned,
bit.
on her turn, of course, was the 4 bloops of their shared Paragon action economy.
Okay.
Okay.
I am moving there.
All right. Let's see. That would move out of her melee reach, but she's gonna hold on to her reaction for other things. So, all right. As Hypatia's turn ends and play passes to Electo, let's see. I feel like just hitting Phil would be enough for her, just to keep hitting him. Like when you guys time traveled in the tower, she was like one of her happier memories of you guys. So yeah, let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4. But she'll hold off. All right. Let's see. Electo's turn comes up. Electo looks the most reluctant and disappointed in what is happening here. And let's see. She kind of scans the battlefield, and then she is going to take flight. And let's see. She will move, I guess, past Hypatia. Would you want to use an opportunity attack, or?
I will not.
Okay. So she moves up to you, Anna. And then she kind of puts her hands out, and you see 2 long, slender fencing blades, or just very, very thin, sort of like almost gladius type blades appear,
Mhm.
and then she is going to begin attacking you.
Before she does, I just want to look at her in the eyes, and I'll just be like, "There you no ill will, which you must."
Yeah, she looks at you with her one eye, which is glowing intensely with sort of a golden light behind it, and she says, "It's never what we want; it's what we were made to do."
All right, I prepare to
And
receive
then-
these attacks.
Okay. So then she's going to attack once, twice, and 3 times. Okay. And then each one is just 25 damage. All right. Play will then pass to their lair action. All right. The Furies' lair action is Divine Edict. The Furies declare a new rule. All must abide by this rule. Those who do not take 50 true damage and are treated as Oathbreakers. This ability can create and enforce up to 3 rules at a time, but once a 4th is created, the oldest one is removed. They declare that spell casting is no longer allowed. And as they do, it is your turn.
That's okay.
Now, Anna, you know that you feel, all of you, this rule of this reality, essentially like gravity, right?
Mhm.
Or time. It just settles on you, and you know that this has always been true and will always be true. Casting magic is forbidden. It's impossible. But you also know at the same time that you could do it anyways if you wanted to.
Okay.
But that's where the 50 points of damage comes in.
Yeah. All right.
Was it every time or just after you?
Each spell.
Hmm.
All right. Well, I don't even know if this will work anyway, but it's not
Okay.
technically a spell. I'm gonna try. I don't know the limits of this prison we've been put in, so but I'm gonna try anyway. I want to try and summon a radiant flame elemental with a hit dice, and that's my action. And if
Okay.
it doesn't work, it doesn't work because some kind of prison we're in now.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, that's what I'd like to do with my action, is summoning some help.
All right. And this is a supernatural ability, not a spell, right?
Yeah, this is a feature I got when I decided to take on Soul's Mantle.
Right. Okay. You can bring things into the prison, but they will not be able to leave. Yeah.
Got it. Okay. All right. Cool. All right. So we'll summon some help. Ooh. Oh, my sheet's in the way. I'm not gonna put it there, but. Ah, he's pretty big, and he's bright. Excellent. And he's very bloody. Hold on. Come on, buddy. There we go. Alright. Yeah, that seems pretty good. A Defiant Lion. Let's see what else we got. Yeah, that seems pretty good. And I'll summon it over on this side. That's my action. And with my bonus action, I will throw myself a little healing, which is also not technically a spell. My warlock feature. That's my bonus action, and then she's just hovering 5 feet above me.
Okay.
Is Lecto above me?
No, she's just hovering off the ground.
Oh, okay. She's on the ground next to me, and then Tisaphone is real big. No, okay. I'll hang out here. I'll move one square up to get closer to Hypatia. I guess I can help her out. And then bonus action heal myself, and that'll be my turn. I'll have my elemental do some slam attacks against Electo.
Okay.
We go 1 and 2.
All right, so the 28 is going to hit. The 20 does not.
Okay.
All right, and then as far as damage goes,
It's just the 14. That's the...
okay. So 14. It takes full. She takes full damage from the radiant.
Okay. Cool.
All right. As play passes from you to Megara, Electo is going to. Yeah, sure. She's going to use her rope of ensnaring against the elemental. I think it's immune. It'd be immune to like grappled and restrained, right? Let's
yes.
see. It's been a while since I've seen this attack in action. Hold on. Okay. Oh. All right. Yeah. All right. Then she will not use the rope against it. I'm gonna just burn the action. She would try to use the rope against you, and then see that it does not work.
Okay.
Essentially. But I'll go ahead and burn the action. Okay. Megara is up. Let's see. Okay. Oh. Alright. Yeah. She will produce, as if from nowhere, a bow. And the bow sort of looks like the horns of her forehead, sort of, made into a bow. She pulls back on it and fires from it just pure force and energy and law. She will target Phil with this. And she is going to use Crippling Strike until it lands, which will have the damage, but it will reduce the target speed to 0 until the start of her next turn. So here we go. First shot, second shot, and third shot. Okay. Let's see. 17 is not going to hit. 27 is.
Because the attack is always made with advantage.
Oh, because it's the bow. You're right. All right. So 25 is going to hit for half, so it'd be 12 true damage, which you would then ignore with your damage threshold, but your speed would still drop to 0. The second shot would hit with a 28 for 25, and the third one would be a crit. So in addition to the damage, nope, that's it. It's just that's just all it is. All right. The blades are the one that have the paralyzation on the crit. All right, and then she will move. I guess she'll start flying. And just move over to here. Yeah, that works. All right. She's going to go ahead and pass to Cyrus. As she passes to you, Cyrus, he is going to take a shot at you, and also try to reduce your speed as well. So let's see how that goes. So that is going to hit. So 25 points of damage. Oh, you cannot be crit. Okay, but so a 35 still hits though, right?
Yeah.
Okay. All right. So then you take 12 points of true damage, but your speed is reduced to 0.
Okay.
All right. Your turn is up.
All right. I am going to pick up Phil and throw him at Tisphone.
Nice. All right.
I allowed this to happen.
Okay. Are you just gonna force move him, or are you actually gonna throw him as an improvised weapon?
Throw him as an improvised weapon.
Beautiful. Okay. So go ahead and give me a raw strength attack.
Is that just
Yeah, you just hit strength, unless you're proficient in improvised weapons.
I am not, unfortunately.
Okay.
It's just strength. Okay.
Okay, so you go to throw him at her, and she is going to, I guess, kind of deflect slash, block out of the way. You will land behind her, Phil.
Perfect.
All right. And anything else from Cyrus? You have about 400 attacks left as a high-level fighter.
Yeah, unfortunately, I don't have a lot of range attacks.
Interesting.
I have Eldritch Blast as a cantrip, but that is
all
a
right.
spell. Give me 1 second to make sure I don't have anything else. Nope. I will. Oh, I'll just do some extra tests. I will use the last of my transformations. Go into what I feel is like my true form.
God, if it's that fucking murder crow.
What you didn't
As
know
funny
is
as
the
that would
murder
be.
crow. The murder crow is immune to true damage.
I'm not sure. I wouldn't
And
be surprised.
rules.
Alright. So as you go to turn into Cyrus the Chimeric Nightmare.
Yeah, and that gets me closer.
Oh, yeah.
Otherwise, it's-
Where are you going here? You trying to get to Megara, or are you trying to? Oh, you're trying to get to her
Just
down there. Okay. All right. Oh, you summoned yourself twice. There you go. Okay.
Sorry.
No worries.
All right, and now I am in melee range,
Mm-hmm.
and I can make 3 more attacks against her.
And you'd have a +2 flank from Phil. Whew! Holy shit!
Double crits.
And
It's
here
a
we
good
go
day.
again.
All right. Let's see. He will take the first hit for 35, and she does not take any damage from poison. The second attack, where you crit, she is going to go ahead and use parry. Which reduces the incoming damage from an attack by 50. If it reduces the damage to 0, you may immediately take an action against the attacker. And so she will.
Is she immune to blind?
Is she immune to blind? Let's see. I mean, she has true sight, so I think so. Let's see. Condition immunities. Blind, yes. Alright, so she's going to reduce that second attack to 0, and then attack with the blades. 24, though. I don't think it's going to hit. Maybe? Maybe not?
In this form, it does.
Okay, so that's 25 points of damage. Alright, and then the third attack is going to hit solidly.
And if they would have any resistances, they don't get them.
Nice. Alright.
Do they take full from poison, or did I miss that?
They're immune to poison.
They are
so-
immune
Okay.
to poison. Yep.
Okay. This is relevant if I attack without spells, because poison is the only damage I can do.
The snake's like, put me in there, coach. We got him.
Yeah, Phil's
All the
looking at
snakes.
Cobra Cleese right now like, it's not your turn, buddy.
Now, Hypatia, with the research that you've done, this is topical because this has come up a couple of times in the last couple of weeks. What creatures care about silver? So these creatures, they are resistant to piercing, bludgeoning, and slashing damage unless the weapon is made of silver or is a silvered weapon. They don't care about magical weapons or adamantine or any of that. They are actually affected by silver. So this might be information to share over the network. Alright, so Cyrus, you ignore that though, because it is not immunity, it's resistance, and deal the full damage. Alright, anything else from Cyrus?
Nope, that'll be it for him.
Okay. Let's see. So she would have lost her reaction. She can get it back by spending a Paragon, so it would make sense then to use a Paragon in between turns. Let's see. And that would be the last Paragon, I believe. Yeah. Okay. No, it's not the last Paragon. That was a counterattack. So there's one Paragon after this. Okay. So yeah, Phil, she will whirl around and attack you. We'll just say this is like her tail or something. Here we go. So 34, 25 true damage.
Hey.
Alright. You're up, Phil.
Oh, I didn't mean to move. Alright, with my bonus action, I would like to grapple her.
Okay.
You like grab the tail.
Alright, she will try to resist. I'm gonna do active checks for them. She does not. You have grabbed a hold of her. Oh wait, a 30. Never mind. Okay. That's a tie. Okay.
Wait, how are they both 30s?
That's a great
It
question.
looks like she
That
has
is a
like
great
reliable
question.
talent or something.
It's almost like they have reliable talent.
Oh. Which makes sense.
Okay.
Yeah, but I appreciate you pointing that out.
Okay.
Alright.
Alright. I will substitute one of my attacks to grapple.
Okay.
Oh wow.
Alright, she does not need to roll to beat that.
Yeah, that's fine. Last attack to grapple. Insane. I'll succeed at a cost.
Alright, she'll roll to see if she would have gotten higher than a 30.
Oh, okay.
She got a 33.
Okay, I can't. Well, that's my turn.
Wait. I could minus her check. What did you succeeded to cost? Yours is 32. So you just need one.
You could have done it on the first one.
I'm sorry.
No, that's fine. Do it now.
Okay. I'll.
Alright, keep in mind, whatever resources were spent on Blitzball aren't going to be, like there was no resting in between Blitzball and here.
For sure.
So.
Yeah.
Okay.
I used 2 fate dice there. I used 2 spell slots. I'm keeping track.
Alright.
So here is. Yeah, the dice we need, the resource we need for the coming apocalypse. Alright. It's a 2, but I think that's all you need, yeah?
Yeah, I'll succeed at a cost.
Alright, so this is from your subclass, right?
This is from the boon.
Oh, it's from the boon?
Yeah. Here, I'll post it.
Okay.
Fate.
Oh, shit. You know what? That looks homebrew, actually. Is that homebrew?
This
Yeah,
is from
so
this.
she's gonna use her reaction, Arbiter of the Rules. She's gonna point out that spell or ability being used is homebrewed.
Okay.
So since it's not official, it doesn't work.
Okay. Sorry, Phil.
But the resources in Action Economy are lost.
Okay.
So-
Didn't
The
take
guy
my,
have his
didn't take my
official-
reaction, so we're good. Sorry, Phil.
All right. Well, that's everything I got.
Well. So that ability's just locked out for the rest of the game.
No, you could use it again.
Okay.
Yeah.
But she
They
could
they just have as a reaction. So far, you've seen they have 2 reactions. One is to reduce damage, and if they reduce it essentially to 50, if it doesn't do more than 50, then they will turn around and hit you.
Okay.
Or if it's essentially illegal, they'll
Yeah,
point
it's
it out.
illegal. All right, cool.
Yeah.
We're finding out information about them. This is good.
Okay.
Just hit her, Phil. Why do you need to grab?
Which, admittedly, there's some irony that she used a homebrew ability to stop a homebrew ability, but you know how cops are. You know what I'm saying? You know how cops are.
Oh, well, we just need to dominate one of them and then have them use their abilities against each other.
All right. So Phil, and
That's everything.
okay. Tisiphone looks down at you and says, "This is everything that the son of Pythor has."
I take a second to get going.
All right. Play passes to round 2. She's very greedy. She will take the last Paragon action and just hit Phil. Uh, 24 for 25. I know it says Electo. I got all 3 sheets open. They did the wrong one. Okay. And then play passes to you. Reset into round 2.
Okay. And just a question: true damage can never be reduced, right?
Well, I mean, if you have a way to just reduce damage, then yes. But it's not a typed damage, so it would be a lot harder to reduce it. But if you had an effect that just said, you know, you reduce damage, like Pythor's old ability, remember, where he would jump in and he would just reduce damage. Period.
So this says I have resistance to all damage except force. Does that include true damage?
Yeah, because true, it's saying all damage but force, so it's, you know,
Sweet.
yeah.
Cool. All right, I'm gonna fly at Megara, I guess.
I mean, it makes sense for a monk to have resistance to true damage because they are the strongest class in 5th edition D&D.
It's true.
So, yeah,
It is true.
Okay.
Yeah. All right. So I'm just gonna fly directly at Megara, and without slowing down, I'll go ahead and just stabby.
Okay.
So that's 2.
Okay. Against the first one, nah, she'll take all the hits. It's fun.
Okay. I will flurry here. And because I cannot float, I will land below her.
Okay. All right. As you attack, she will take the hits because despite this being the weapon of a god now bound to your essence, the blade is not silver, so she will take half damage from it. All right. But all of those attacks hit. All right. Anything else from her set?
So how high is she?
She's just hovering above the ground.
Okay, so I'm still within reach, right? Okay, that's fine. I will stay here. Kind of maybe position myself right here.
All right. Play will pass to Tisiphone. Their paragons will refill. Okay. And she will. It's not that she wants to ignore Cyrus, but just loves Phil so much. Yeah, so she's going to attack Phil 3 times. And let's see. Here we go. 1, 2, and a 3. All right. I think all 3 of those are gonna hit for 25 apiece. And then let's see. She will move over just a little bit. Yeah, that works. Staying in melee with Cyrus. And play will pass to Hypatia.
Okay. Hypatia has never met a rule that applied to her. So obviously she's going to cast a spell.
All right.
Okay, it's gonna be spells. This one. All right. There's an 8th level Crown of Stars, and I'm gonna send it at Tisiphone.
It's a good choice. Let's see. All right, she will use her reaction to do a parry. Since this is made with an attack roll. Reducing it to 0, she will counterattack with a shot of the bow, which for her is just firing spines out of her body. So this is coming back at you, Hypatia.
Ooh, shield!
Alright, you gonna shield?
Wait, no, shield would make me take another 50 points of damage,
That would
wouldn't
take an
it?
extra 25 damage to cast that shield.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Yeah, this attack is always, but this attack is always made with advantage, even if disadvantage would prevent it. So
Okay.
yeah, it's 24
Alright.
for 25.
Okay.
I will. Oh wait, so it's always advantage.
Yeah.
I'm going to just back up some. Yeah.
Okay. Having broken that rule, you are now, at least within this small area, an Oathbreaker.
Okay.
Alright. Play would pass to Alecto. Let's see. Alecto. No, not Alexa. Alecto. Oh my god. Oh. Okay. Man, she's just going. Oh my god. Alright, hold on. I'm gonna just turn the volume down. There she goes. I feel like I'm holding a pillow over her face. Alright.
I record. Quick.
Just trying to. She's still talking, by the way. That was wild. Okay, so I should be able to say other people's names. This robot is out of control. All right, can't even talk about Lexaeus 22 without. Oh, she started up again. All right, so the Fury whose name starts with A, her turn comes up, and she is going to. She's gonna look regretfully around, and she sees this cutie right here. She sees Anna. She's going to attack this cutie right here. All right, so she will attack 3 times against him, or it, or her, or whatever this beautiful radiant elemental is. Alright, so let's see. 21, 27, and 30. No, 20. Yeah.
Yeah,
they all hit. Okay, so it's 25 true damage per hit.
Okay. Trying to see.
Is there any damage shields off of these guys or anything?
Yeah. Creature that touches its melee attack takes 1d10 fire damage. Let's see if they take fire
Okay.
damage. So.
Oh, they do not.
Okay.
Hypatia, something else you remember from your studies is, despite everything that's going on with these creatures, they are fiends at their core. So they're not evil, but they are fiends, which is unusual in and of itself.
Oh yeah, with your true sight, don't you see like their true form?
Ooh, yeah, I guess so. Each of them would just seem to be a almost nondescript, slightly feminine humanoid form of just sort of like a swirling like liquid metal, like almost like a liquid iron, like a dark iron. And they do have angelic feathered wings attached to these forms. So that is kind of what you would see looking upon their true selves. All right, so that's what she does, and then she will. I guess she will move back. Nah, she'll stay right next to you, Anna. All right, Anna, give me a insight check.
Okay.
Okay. Everything's fine.
Yeah.
All right. As Electo's turn ends, let's see. Yeah. All right. As Electo's turn ends, Tisaphone is going to take the first Paragon of the round and use it to slash at Phil with her horns and shoulders and just going nuts with everything. All right. This is a critical hit. You take 25 damage and have lingering paralysis. Which is bad because then they just keep you locked in it unless somebody can get you out of that loop. Alright, as the turn comes up, the Furies declare a new law or rule. And the law or rule that they're declaring this turn is flanking.
Oh.
Flanking is not allowed.
Like, the bonus is not allowed, or you physically can't stand there?
If you are in a flanking position, that's illegal. If you attack while in a flank, that's illegal.
Man, I thought it was gonna be you can't heal Phil.
Oh, that'd be super
give ideas.
specific. That's be super specific.
I mean, if Tisaphone's making the
That's what I
rules,
said.
No, you definitely get the sense that Megara is the leader of these three.
Okay, thank goodness.
All right, Anna, it's you.
Okay. Let's see. Can't cast spells and I can't flank.
Well, you can cast spells.
I can cast spells with dire consequences. Oh, it's casting a spell still. Hit points. That feels getting so low. Let's see. Well, casting a from an item is still casting the spell, right?
Yes. If an item allows you to cast a spell, it still counts as casting a spell, like a scroll or something.
Okay. Okay. I think honestly, I'll spend another hit dice and I'll try and I'll summon another elemental. Unless they veto me, since it's homebrew. And then I'll throw some healing towards Phil, my last feature. I just see Phil's getting just pounded into the ground over there. Here you go. Hopefully get some good explosions. 5d6. Feels so bad.
It's honestly good that you didn't get any explosions.
Okay.
Because that's homebrew.
It's legal until it explodes, which makes it homebrew. Right. There's 13 health, Phil. I'm sorry. Can't do more for
that's
you.
good. That'll keep me up for one more attack.
Okay, and then yeah, with my action, I'll try and summon another elemental.
Okay.
Unless they veto me. I was waiting to see if they did it or not.
I would say that Electo, currently dealing with one such creature, yes, as you go to summon the other one, she will use her reaction to veto that particular move.
Okay, but I'll still lose the hit dice, which is okay. I already took it off. All right, but she used her reaction now, so I can move away from her.
correct.
Okay. So let's see. I will try. I will just fly around behind her. See if I can help feel better next turn. Alright, so I'll just be 10 feet up. And alright. And my elemental on my turn, my elemental will attack Electo twice. Or I can come over and help with Tisafone. I don't know if. Okay. I should use your reaction. Yeah, I'll have my elemental charge up and slam into Tisafone a little bit. It'll be 1 and 2.
Okay, so the first attack is going to miss. The second attack, she is going to parry and then attack
Destroy
in
it.
kind.
Okay.
Well, I don't know what its HP is, but it'll only be 25 damage, so.
Okay, yeah, I'll have 2 health left. You
Yep.
hang in there, buddy. Alright.
Is that a reaction or is that just an ability?
That is a reaction, so that does use up her reaction. They get.
But she used it against me.
Ooh, did she take a Paragon since then though? Because if she took a
maybe.
Paragon,
I think
yeah.
so, yeah.
And I believe her
Okay.
turn came up since then too. So, no, it didn't. She took a Paragon right after Electo, so yeah, her reaction
Okay.
would have come back. Every time a Paragon creature takes a Paragon action, it resets their reaction. But
Okay.
with them sharing it, we do need to pay attention to who is taking the Paragon, because like if Electo never takes another Paragon, she won't have a reaction to use.
Okay.
All right.
I'm done. My turn. I'd send your message, Crash. And then,
Okay.
By the way, are we listening to Final Fantasy X boss music? Because if we
Yes.
are, that's
Yes.
just excellent.
It's the Battle
the
of
battle.
Aeons. A contest of Aeons.
Let's fall to this.
thing is, if we can make it to round 4, then they'll have to replace the first rule, and then we can cast spells again.
For a
It's the-
round.
Yeah, for a round. It's the rules.
Wait, what happens?
Oh, because they can only.
Oh,
have
if you
3
make it to
rules,
the fourth,
right?
if you make it to the
Yeah.
fourth round and they go with a new rule, yeah, that's true.
Yeah.
All right, so play passes from Anna to Megara. Let's see. Tisafone will use another of the Paragons. And she will. I guess she's going to try to finish off this little fire elemental. No, that's crazy. She would just attack Phil. All right, she's going to attack Phil with advantage. 25 damage. And then it would be a crit, so it would re-up the. But he's already in it, so it is whatever. All right, Megara is up. All right. Megara just sort of stares at you, Reset, as you are kind of invisible in front of her, and she has but a single blade that extends from her hand as the bow sort of morphs into a blade, and then she is just going to swing on you. Let's see. Alright, so that is a 27, which would hit 20, and then I don't know if a 20 would hit you or not. And then a nat 20.
Let's see. So the 20, I'll just shield it.
Okay.
That's a class feature. And yeah, I'll take the other 2 halved.
Okay. Since that is a crit, unless you are immune to criticals, that would then cause paralysis. But you are immune to paralysis,
I'm immune
right?
to paralysis, yeah.
Alright, there you go. And
That
then...
the crit doesn't double, right? It's just 25. Or is that 50?
Nope, it doesn't double because it's set damage.
Okay.
There's no dice being rolled, so it doesn't benefit from a critical hit. All right. They're gonna just hover over to here, and that is their turn. As play passes to Cyrus, let's see. Yeah, okay. As play passes to Cyrus, Tisafone will attack Phil again. Just like the waves crashing against the shore. Just over and over and over again. So 27 for 25. And Cyrus, you're up.
Alright. We are going to use a claw attack. Yes!
Alright, beautiful. Let's see, that is a shitload of damage. Should she reduce it? I think she'd want to reduce it if she could also actually hit you. So, she'll take it.
Well, she can't hit me because it is more than 50 damage.
That's what I'm saying. Like, if she could reduce it by 50...
Oh, it'd be worth it. Gotcha.
Yeah, but, you know, she wants to be able to hit you back, so...
and she's automatically grappled and restrained now. Using my bonus action.
Oh, alright, nice. Alright, she is not immune to grapple or restrain.
And we are going to bite with our remaining 3 attacks.
Okay. Holy shit! Alright, the second attack is also going to hit. Critically. And then the third attack, they will do the parry on. And then the fourth attack is going to hit. Alright. And then she will, I guess, just counter with... 30 for 25. Or I guess she's restrained, so an 18, which wouldn't hit. No, it would hit in this form, you're right. Okay, so 25 points of damage in return.
Yep.
Okay. You took
and we are going to action
out of her.
surge.
Okay.
Attack again.
I'm just
Nice.
gonna post this GIF real quick. The only thing I can think of.
I'm literally trying to. Looks like I'm literally trying to consume her at this point.
Here you go. This is what's happening. You're locked in here with me. Holy crap.
Alright. It's incredible.
I warned
Dice rolls on Tuesday! We need them on Tuesday!
Jesus Christ.
the dice gods are balancing. They give me such horrible rolls on Tuesdays. It's giving me great rolls on Mondays.
She is already near death.
And Cyrus just has this furious look in his eyes, like almost deranged.
And the stream froze.
And that's all I can do.
Okay. Let's see. I think at this point, Cyrus, your speed would have returned, by the way, because it would have returned on McGarrett's turn.
Okay.
Or sorry, at the end of McGarrett's turn. So you would have... Yeah, you'd have your speed back. Let me remove that from OG Cyrus. There we go. Whew. Okay. As play passes from Cyrus to Phil, he's gonna take another one and then hit Phil again. Alright, and then let's see. Play would pass to Phil. Phil would be paralyzed. Phil could try to break free of the paralysis at the end of his turn with a charisma saving throw.
Charisma.
Charisma. Strength of character. Strength of will, or not will, but sense of self, essentially.
What about strength of body? Alright, I'm paralyzed.
Alright. As play passes to reset, Sisyphone will attack him again, using the last Paragon action. 25. Reset to you.
Okay. Bill's still paralyzed, right?
Correct. He's still paralyzed. He's on 3 health.
Paralyzed doesn't. If he goes down, does paralyze get removed?
No, it would stay.
Okay. Alright, I'm gonna try to fly over to him.
Okay. Alright, as you move away from Meg, she'll go ahead and use her reaction to... Nah, actually, she'll let you go.
Okay. I'll go here. I'm gonna use my... Okay, so we're going to use my action to do this. Hold on, I'm literally trying to find it. There's so many.
The monk feature where you can take a thing off someone? Oh.
Yeah, 2 key points to remove paralysis.
Okay,
Nice.
hold on
My
just a sec. So, key for life, that's a
God,
the coast monk ability?
Bro, I don't know.
Yeah, we have to, like, look it up.
I think it is, right?
Yeah, I think it's a legit ability.
Alright, let's see.
No, I think
No, I don't
it
think
was
so.
added from somewhere. It's not like a base ability.
Well, it's not like PHB.
Class features.
Yeah, but it would list it, even if it's from Tasha's. Right? Under the listing for the ability?
I don't see it under monk abilities raw. Let me
Okay,
check
hold on.
Tasha's real quick.
Yeah. If ever there was a fight that forces us to actually look at the rules, it would be the Furies. Let's see.
Well, I googled it, and they're talking about real monks,
Oh.
like Buddhist monks.
Okay. Yeah, I'm not seeing it. I don't believe that's a real ability.
I believe maybe you gave it to me when I stopped following Lutheria.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Okay. So seeing your jank ass homebrew, she's gonna be like, I don't think so there.
That's a reaction, right?
Oh wait, but you're not using it against them, so they can't cancel it
I
out.
am using it. Okay.
You're using it on Phil, right?
On Phil, yeah.
Yep. So as a reaction, they may point out whether or not a spell or ability being used against them is homebrewed or official.
Oh.
All right.
Yeah.
So
So as she tries to tell me no homebrew, I'll shake my finger and say, "Nope. This is why you should be playing 20 squares. I'm using it on Phil."
All right. So how much
don't
key
put-
are you pumping in there?
It's just 2 to,
Just 2 to remove the paralysis? Okay.
paralysis, and then I'll have to use my bonus action to do it again and give him some temp HP.
Okay.
So, all right, Phil, I'm gonna give you 100 temp HP.
What?
That's 20 key points.
40 key. No, save your stuff. I don't need it. Kill them
Just-
all.
Take it.
Damn.
I still have key. It's okay.
Give him 76 health. That way she can't kill him with one other multi thing.
Oh, he has 3, so he has 103.
Oh, nice.
Thank you. I can't remove the paralysis effect, Crash.
Oh, all right. Let's see. So one thing I should point out, Cyrus, Banker in your favor, obviously, but you would have needed to move so that you were not getting a flank from Phil on your turn.
Even though I'm on the corner, not actually.
I mean, she's a big creature. It's 180. Don't tell me in 130 fucking sessions you guys haven't tried to get fucking flanked the same exact way. Yeah, you need to move probably like here where Reset would be to have. I mean, you have the speed for it, so I'm just saying like maneuvering wise, yeah, you would need to be over there. Reset could be in the space with you because you're 2 sizes larger.
Right.
Okay. But yeah, you would have had to move so that you would not be getting the flank from Phil. All right.
Gotcha.
All right. Reset. Anything else?
That was both my action and my bonus action. So that's it.
Okay. Let's see. As her turn comes up, the Paragon action economy refills. She looks almost sort of lost in what she's doing, just sort of repeating the same motions, the same attacks over and over and over again. She does not seem to pay attention to the damage that has been dealt to her, the tremendous wounds that were made. Her eyes and her focus are entirely on Phil, and she just swings on him over and over again. Here we go. All right.
So these are at disadvantage, right? Because she's restrained.
Correct.
Okay, the last one misses.
All right. Play passes to Hypatia.
Okay. I have been waiting for this the whole game. Like 3 years.
Oh, dang. Okay.
Okay. I'm gonna look at Tisfone, and then I'm gonna look at her.
Oh, okay.
Wow.
I'm gonna try and paralyze her.
Okay. Starting at 10th level, the DC goes up. Starting at 15th level, and starting at 20th level, the DC. Okay. Oh. You've been waiting the whole game? Okay. Oh.
I mean, she hasn't petrified.
Alright.
I don't think she's petrified anyone.
Okay. All right, you gotta be within 30 feet. I think.
Do I?
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's what I get for not reading my ability. Okay.
Here, there
hang
you
on.
go. You're good there.
You have
Yeah,
3
there
years
we
to
go.
read it.
Yeah, right. Right.
All right, she will go ahead and try to make her Constitution save. It is possible for her to fail it.
D16.
So 21.
Okay.
Okay.
I was kind of hoping she would use her reaction to prevent me from doing that, so I'm gonna apologize to Electo and shoot a star at her head.
Okay.
Because she's already used her reaction.
And she does have a reaction, yep.
So, sorry, Electo. There you go.
As you hit Alexo upside the head with this small radiant star, she takes the 33 damage, and she says, I don't take it personally. It's just business.
Okay.
All right. Anything else from Hypatia?
Nope, that's it.
Okay. All right. As Electo's turn comes up, she looks around. She sees the condition that her sister is in. And her face looks strained. And she sees Cyrus over there. And let me see. Anna and Hypatia, go ahead and give me a insight check.
Mine's at advantage.
Okay. Hypatia, if you could come into a secret chat real quick.
Okay.
Maim, kill, destroy. Maim, kill, destroy.
It's gonna be weird if you like absorb her. I don't know if you want to do that. It's gonna be like a Mermeki Queen situation again. You might be overcome with to take her job essentially.
Maybe we can try to get them to stop after we kill
Yeah,
them.
I don't really want to. I don't think killing them's gonna do anything. I think they'll just respawn eventually. So if we can defeat them, then I feel like that's gonna be the best.
Hey, I made a threat, so if I can, I'm
I
going
mean,
to.
you do you. Then we lost Cyrus.
I
like,
do
2
not
rounds
care
ago.
if you. I don't care if you kill her. No,
Yeah.
thank you.
Oh, I think we'd have to kill her
Well,
one
yeah,
way or
I'm
the other.
saying
It's
we
just
kill
if I
her.
try to consume her essence, like I said I would. That's the.
Yeah, I'm saying
I don't
we
know if
kill
the
her.
essence was available
Yeah.
or not. That's-
Well, yeah.
I got a free attunement slot now, so you know.
Oh, I do too.
Got
I got a couple.
At a bargain.
elemental just to get rid of it. Let's see. So she'll use the bow. There we go. So a 27 for 25 on the elemental.
All right, it's gone.
All right. She'll take the second 2 shots at Phil. Getting a 32 and a 25. And then she will... Man. I guess she will just move to here. And that will be her turn. Alright. As play passes here, they pass their 3rd edict. Here in the 3rd round, they declare no healing. And as this is declared, Alecto turns and looks at Megara like, "Are you crazy?" And Megara just sort of gives her a cold, imperious look, much like this token.
Yeah.
And the words just of protest sort of just die on Alecto's lips as she just stares. And as play passes to you, Anna, Tisiphone will attack Phil.
That'll miss.
And that'll miss and cause a complication. Scuffle. Make an athletics or acrobatics check. 10 plus APL or remove 10 feet and knock prone. That'd be really bad.
She can't
All right.
fail.
Oh, right, because she would get a 30. And the 30 is the check. Okay, got it. All right. Anna, it's you.
Okay, yeah. Even though I don't roll very good insight checks, I kind of get what's happening. And yeah, I also follow Alecto's eyes to Megara and what's happening over there. Use my gut instead of my dice. Let's see. Alright.
Oh, holy shit.
Well,
I just realized if I drag Tisiphone over to the other one, then that makes them flanking me, so they can't attack me.
no, that would be funny, I guess. Gosh, what am I gonna do?
Sorry.
No worries. Okay, so can't set spells. I can't flank. Can't heal now.
You can.
I know.
Yeah.
Even if I could, I couldn't really heal Phil enough. I don't have set-like abilities. I'm just gonna... I'll try and summon another elemental to try and tie them up some more. Wait. think that's probably the best I can do.
No.
We're actually attacked with this bow, maybe. Like normally. No, okay, I'll try and summon another elemental. They beat to it. Okay. Back up, buddy. Let's see what else do we got. Let's get this, the Sly Fox. And I'll summon it next. No way, we can't flank, so I'll summon it, I'll throw it down.
It's so big that it would be very hard to stand just about anywhere without flanking. Yeah, you'd have to get like to the right of Phil, probably.
Okay, I think that's fine. Let me double check my ability. See how. Summon it. Oh gosh, I'm so nervous.
Flight speed of 80. Pretty sure you can make it.
Yeah. So he'll form fiery wings for a second, and then drop down next to Phil, give him a nod, and do a couple slams on her. Oh wait, and my bonus action. No, we can't hit. I'll just fly down next to iPod and we'll slam her.
Okay, yeah, both of those are gonna hit for 13 and 10.
Okay. All right.
All right. As play passes to Megara, let's see. Yeah, Tisuphone will steal. Not steal. Ugh, we're wrong initiative system. Tisuphone will use a Paragon, and she's going to break the grapple, I guess, with Cyrus. Or try to. Alright, so Cyrus, give me a athletics. Alright. So it, yeah, 30 would beat the 29.
Would I have advantage because they're restrained?
You don't, restrain doesn't cause disadvantage to skill checks.
Okay, I wasn't sure.
Yeah.
It was a strength-based skill check. I wasn't sure.
Alright. So let's see, Megara is up. Alright. Let's see. Eyeball on the battlefield. Okay. She would probably fly over to here. And then she looks over at Tisuphone. Tisuphone looks at her. They seem to exchange some sort of thoughts. And then Megara is going to fire 3 times at Phil. Here we go. All right. Okay. And then play will pass to Cyrus. As it does, Tisuphone will take her last Paragon action. And she will attack Phil on her way out the door.
Some divine light's just like exploding out of Phil's wounds as he's punctured by these arrows and
Here we go.
cut innumerable times.
So 25. All right. Cyrus, to you.
Is regeneration the same as healing?
Yes. So it would not. Oh, you can't actually stop your regeneration.
No.
So that's 50 damage, and you are now an Oathbreaker. But you would heal, and then you would take the 50.
Alright. So I guess the same would be said for Blood Mist. It wouldn't be it'd be healing regardless. That's going from
Oh
the mist,
yeah,
not me.
you'd be messing your team up big time if you did the Hydra Mist.
Gotcha. Alright. We would do one claw attack against Tisafone. I wish she was still grappled because then it would then automatic 20 damage to her recoil.
Mm.
Your rolls lately, I'm sure you're just gonna crit her again. Yeah, here.
Let's see.
Well, she was not restrained, so I don't have advantage.
Right. All right. She will definitely parry it. Let's see. And then I guess counterattack as part of the parry. So let me remove these effects. Add that effect. Okay, hold on. There we go. Oh, sorry. I added those to you, Cyrus. My bad. Here, I'll get those off of you. Okay. Let's see. So, she hits you back for 25, and then because you are an Oathbreaker, she's going to add extra damage to the attack. So, against targets who have broken an oath, add your level and damage. So, that would be 21 more damage. Alright, continue your barrage.
Wait, what was the attack? I don't know how much. 25?
Oh, it was 25 plus 21, so it would be 46 total.
Alright. Biter.
Yeah, that's gonna hit.
Biter again.
Alright, how do you finish off Tisafone, she of the three Furies of Thylea?
Literally gonna reach in with the last strike into her severely damaged chest cavity and pull out whatever could be felt as like a heart or an organ of some kind. And consume it right on the spot.
Oh, jeez. That's a shit.
Mortal Kombat real quick.
All right, look, come to secret chat.
Character?
I warned you.
Well, you know what?
Yeah, okay.
I would rather fight 6 Furies than Cyrus, so...
yeah. Well, next turn, we can start casting spells to get you back up, Phil.
But if you can't heal, you're gonna hurt yourself.
You're right. Shoot.
If you can you give temp HP? Because temp HP is not healing.
No, not particularly. I mean, I'm just gonna keep doing and just try and tie up the other guys because I can try and hold monster them now. When my turn comes back around, I can try and stop one of them.
I mean, you could also just take the 50. It's at our level, it's not a disaster.
Yeah, I'm worried about the after effects. Of
Yeah,
that
no,
means.
that's true. That's true.
was sure that they would probably just respawn later. But we could go stop the apocalypse and maybe we'd be okay.
I'm also regretting having spells prepared for Blitzball and not for combat.
Yeah. I used 2 spells during Blitzball, so I'm very limited.
I cast Gust of Wind.
I start flapping my wings. I'm gonna grapple her, Crash. We're just gonna like.
Well, I cast Destroy Water or whatever that spell is.
Ooh.
It was really good you wished us to be immune, though. I think that really helps.
I
think they're not using their whips specifically because of that.
I think on my turn, I'm gonna try Ascending. I'm gonna argue that it's divine and not a spell.
Oh, yeah,
we'll see if that works. It probably won't, but we'll see.
I wonder, even if it doesn't reach out, that they could still reply to you, like they would feel.
Yeah.
So.
Well, I
send?
tried Ascending the gods before, and it worked before combat.
Who would you say?
Yeah, I would be able to cast Seti out of here.
Yeah.
I could do it
well,
an unlimited amount of I'm kind of a spellcaster.
And I could totally see you, Phil, in this moment, like listening to the prayers of your followers.
Yeah, I was thinking about that.
Up. Yeah. Like when you start getting really, like how many more times can you actually be hit at this point?
It's math, probably 3 or 4.
3 or 4. Okay. But if you have any health, you don't need to make the. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
All right. And Cyrus, I'm going to say that the consumption of this essence would use the rest of your turn.
Okay.
For sure. Item interaction to pull out the heart, item interaction to eat the heart, kind of thing. What he pulls free is just sort of a glowing orb of like black metal. And you see his maw sort of like open and distend to make room for it, and he just, like a snake eating an egg, just sort of devours it. And as he does, the light seems to fade from her, and he begins to glow instead. All right. Play is going to pass to Phil. As it passes to Phil, let's see. Having seen what they did to Cyrus is a big deal, but Phil's also a pain in the ass. Alright, Meg's going to take a shot at Phil right before his turn comes up. And she is going to, if this hits, use Crippling Strike to reduce his speed to 0. Here we go. 23 for 12 damage, and speed would be reduced to 0. It would come back at the end of her actual turn.
Alright, I'm still good.
Alright, Phil, your turn is up.
Alright, my speed is 0. I don't really have ranged weapons. I'm going to grab Tisiphone. Yeah, by the horns. I'm going to start Mario spinning Bowser style and chuck Tisiphone's corpse at Megara.
Alright, give me a strength attack.
Sir Phil reveals, I took Tavern Brawler. Oh, shoot.
God, that's incredible. Alright, as you go to do that, let's see, this would be a improvised weapon, and you're throwing it... Oof. Oh, improvised weapons can only be thrown 60 feet raw. So, as you go to do that, Megara shakes her head at you and holds up the red card. The The body lands right at her feet, 60 feet away. She looks down at it. She looks over at you.
All right. I look at the fox. You want to go for flight?
I mean, he can't be like grabbed or anything.
Oh,
He's like, sure, I'm done.
I
for a
look
good
at
time."
Cyrus. Cyrus, let me throw you.
I cannot jump the distance. You'll have to toss me.
I cannot attack her. I'm gonna have to toss you.
Oh, you'd have to. Unfortunately, he's out of your reach.
But he's got long tentacle. You think he's? Oh man. All right, fine. I will throw my rod of lordly might at her.
Oh shit! Okay.
Don't miss. Don't miss and chuck it into the.
A 15.
All right. You throw it, and as you throw it, it just sort of skitters to the ground, somewhere in the mass that is Tisophone's corpse.
Okay.
Let's see. It could go between you and her. So we'll do like, I'll do a D8. Oh. So as you go to throw it, it just sort of lands like right next to you, which is actually probably as good as it could have been. Yeah.
I'll item interact, pick it up, and I will do one of these as I pretend to stab it into the ground like I meant to.
Okay. All right, hold on. Megara will roll an insight to see if she's fooled by your performance. She gives you a look. It is haughty and patronizing, much like this character art.
I don't need to know the results.
Okay.
The fox pats your shoulder.
Phil looks at her, ready to die. That's his turn.
Okay. Play would pass to reset. I believe there's one. No, let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4. There's no paragons left. All right. Reset to you.
So a question: is the one healing breaking the edict, or is the one being healed?
Healing in general. If you are healed, if you cause healing, just they banned healing.
So
Healing,
both.
flanking, and spell casting.
So both would take 50. If
Yeah.
someone healed someone else. Okay.
Oh gosh. Yeah, I guess so.
Alright. Then I will fly. She's exactly 60 feet.
Okay.
So I'll just dive into her again. And we're gonna start attacking her. And well, I guess as I'm flying in, I'm gonna say 20 squares is still on the table. And stab her.
Okay. All right. She does not have a reaction.
So third one would be 26 instead. 26.
Okay.
hits.
Yeah, 26 hits. Yep.
Okay. Alright. So that's my action, movement, and bonus action. Yeah, and I'm gonna stay next to her.
Okay. All right. Tisophone is dead, but marks the return of their Paragon economy. Hypatia, you're up.
Okay.
Does that mean I have access to the Paragon pool now?
No.
Okay.
I mean, if you want to give up your character and become an NPC, then yes. But I was assuming you wanted to hold on to, like, some semblance of yourself. So
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
So I'm gonna start with the smack talk.
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna.
That's what we're
I'm
here
gonna-
for. That's the real shit. Yeah.
I'm gonna look at Megara, and I'm going to say, look what you're doing to your sisters. I'm going to point at Tisphone. I'm going to point at clearly broken-hearted Electo. This isn't a cost you have to pay. Yield.
She looks at you, and as you deliver these words, her gaze travels over the destroyed remains of Tisphone, past the sad face of Electo, to you and Anna, and she says, "There is no choice. How can you not understand that?" We do as the goddess wills. We are as nothing. Never were and never will be anything more than what she made us. But you can turn away from all of this. Perhaps in death, we can still make a difference. All right.
I'm gonna look at Electo, and I'm gonna say, is there nothing you can do? You've seen us break the rules plenty. Surely you've picked up on something.
Oh man, Electo looks uncomfortably between you and her sister, and her dead sister, and she shakes her head in a very quick, frightened way, her jaw clenching. Okay.
Then for my actual turn, so for my Spark having leveled up and the sending ability that grants, would that be considered spellcasting?
I believe it's phrased as you can cast sending at will, so it would be the casting of the spell. Yep.
Okay.
I thought you can cast spells now.
Not quite.
No,
not quite.
Quite yet.
I maybe you could ready it if you really want to.
I could ready something.
No, but isn't that like casting and you have to concentrate on it?
When you begin readying a spell, you are casting.
Okay, no.
Yeah.
Never mind.
Okay.
The concern was the casting part, but yeah, when you ready a spell, you begin casting the spell.
You cast and you hold it.
Yeah, and then you hold it.
And then the next rule is you're not allowed to use readied actions.
Like, that would be no. They love readied actions. That'd be terrible. Like reactions and stuff. Oh no, they can't shut that down.
Okay. Well, Meg does not have a reaction, so I'm gonna hit her to start with a Crown of Stars. That will at least be something. And then I am gonna.
21 does not hit.
Jesus. Oh, well, that sucks. I have no way to boost that, so.
I mean.
No. No. I'm already suffering too many costs.
Okay.
I mean, I'm literally sitting here contemplating if I have a spell worth 50 damage.
Then I would say this is working exactly as intended. Excellent.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah. Oh, fine. I'm gonna do it. Here's a Steel Wind Strike.
Shit!
Yeah, for both Meg and Electo.
Okay.
Oh man, do you
You
want?
could also hit the body of Tisphone for good measure.
Oh, sure, I'll do that too.
Okay. Do you want? Never mind. Here we
No,
go.
no, no. You definitely don't want to hit the body. Do you really? Do you target the body?
No.
Okay. Yeah. Don't listen. Listen. When it comes to fighting the Furies, I need you to not listen to anything Philippocles tells you. Okay.
Okay.
Because
That's
she's an object right now, and if you tried to hit her with the spell, that would be homebrewing the spell.
That's true. That's true.
Yeah. Because Steel Wind Strike is only
That's
allowed to hit
hard.
creatures.
Yeah, up to 5 creatures. You can
Yeah.
see.
Whose side are you on, Phil? Whose side are you on here? All right.
The hate
It's too-
Tisafone fan club.
Too
Son.
many years of hero worship and rules of cools. Oh man, good thing you got Pathfinder on Tuesdays to sort that out. All right.
Okay. The first one's for Meg. The second one's for Electo.
Okay, both of those are going to hit. Electo, whose turn is coming right up, will use the parry ability, and then shoot you. And this would actually be 36 damage because you are an Oathbreaker. But Meg will take the full damage. Takes full damage from force.
Okay. Well, I don't know if that was worth it, but it happened.
Oof. All right. Anything else from Hypatia?
Nope.
Okay. As play passes to Electo, Meg will use one of the Paragon actions. And for Tisafone, she will shoot Phil. So a 33 for 25.
I'm still good.
Okay. Alright, Electo's turn is up. She gets her reaction back. Meg got her reaction back from using a Paragon. Electo...
Can I jump in with something?
Yeah, sure,
Okay.
yeah. As much WWE
Okay. Yeah,
chatter as you want. Yeah.
Surely there must be a way. We are on the same team. We all want to protect Thylea, and right now it's burning.
Electo looks at you as you say these words to her, and she says, with a tear coming out of her single eye, and she says, "Such pretty lies you tell to yourself and to others, but you cannot tell me, for I have seen the beginning and the end. You, Anna, you are the destroyer of our world. You and your allies. It has always been you." And she screams that it has always been you. And she just starts to stab you.
Okay. Well, at least she's not stabbing Hypatia, so good that's happening. But Anna takes some major psychic damage from that it's always been her fault. If only she'd never existed.
All right, these are some frantic half-assed attacks. Oh my gosh. 22,
They all
20,
still
and
hit.
21.
I'm
Alright.
gonna use my reaction, and use this homebrew.
Okay, fair.
Gain resistance all damage, so I'll just take half until my start of my turn.
Okay.
As I endure her barrage.
All right. As her turn passes, Meg will, for Tisaphone's memory, take another shot at Phil. Uh, 33 for 25.
I use Relentless Endurance.
Okay. What's Relentless Endurance? When you reduce to 0 but not killed outright, you drop to 1 hit point instead. So have you been at 0 this whole time, or?
No, I've been at 1.
You've been at 1 this whole time. Okay, got it.
Yeah, because the raw
Mhm.
barbarian feature is to take when you would take damage that would reduce you below 1. You can roll con saves.
Gotcha.
The save's now a 35,
Mm.
so it's getting a little tough to beat.
All right. As the layer action comes up, spellcasting is back on the menu. There is a new rule in town. No melee attacks allowed.
Oh, jeez. This next one better be a good one, Anna. Come on.
All right, Anna. You feel that spellcasting is allowed. It's always been allowed. Why wouldn't it have been allowed? That's crazy. No spellcasting?
I'm just gonna measure something real quick.
Hypatia got that nose, eye, and ear bleed somehow, but it couldn't have been from casting spells. Though, if you gained an Oathbreaker mark, it does remain. Because you still broke the rules when the rules were around.
Radius increases by 5 feet. Okay, but I don't want to hit reset. I can help it. I think that's good. Alright. Okay. Okay, I can do that, or I can
Is it no melee attacks or no melee damage?
Just no melee. It just says no melee, so I'm assuming no melee attacks. Yeah, I mean, melee damage would be a result of a melee attack.
Okay.
Yeah. But yeah, to be clear, they have banned melee attacks.
Okay.
So it's got to be ranged.
Does Megara still seem focused on Phil?
Megara seems to be scanning the whole battlefield constantly. Her heavy hooded gaze taking in everything, as shown in this character art.
Yeah. It's very good art.
It's the best one in the book by far.
Yeah.
It's the best one that came with the adventure.
Okay. You guys want me to try and like mess up their turns or save Phil potentially? Because I think Phil, you're basically at your limit, right? You said your GC is 35 now.
Yeah,
What's
it's
your
beatable.
bonus?
14 at advantage. Oh, it's not beatable. I can roll an at 20.
Okay. All right. This
Two
is
chances for a nat 20. Two
all right,
chances
all
for
right,
a nat
this is gonna be silly, and it's par for the course at this point. I'm gonna look back and see that Phil is at his limit and is now his like form is starting to like fall apart. And I'm gonna turn around and I'm gonna send some magical fire his way, and then his form is gonna begin to grow, and I'm gonna polymorph him into a giant whale with a lot of hit points.
All right. Let's see.
Where is Willipicles?
Well, Lipicles flops onto the battlefield. Maybe? There we go. We gotta heal it up. Hold on. This healing is okay, ladies. Sorry, they started messaging me. Alright, there we go.
Oh dang, I was trying to heal it too.
Right.
Oh wow, this thing really squirts a lot of
and
blood.
then the fox is gonna like fly out of there before it gets squished. And it's gonna come over here, fly over, and we'll defend Anna. Electo. Alright, so that's my action. Bonus action. We still can't heal because that rule's still going. Alright. And then the
Crash, it just needs to start in my original space, right? I can choose.
Yeah, but you'd have to be able to fit in the arena.
Yeah,
as it
there's like a
were.
lip in the
Yeah.
bowl here.
Dang, it'll only let me rotate.
And to be fair, if I had a choice, I would put you further away than.
Oh, okay. Because Phil was gonna do this
and slap them with the tail. But they said no melee attack, so.
I mean, it's only 50 damage a time, so I mean, that's a lot of tail slaps.
I guess we'll come over here because Phil's taking up a lot of space. All right, so those are for Electo, and then after that, my turn's done.
Okay. Let's see. As your turn ends, let's see. Meg will. Yeah, it's a big boy right here. All right. Meg will fire at Anna. Unlikely that Anna can fail a con save against 25 damage, though. They don't do enough damage to break your concentration. Okay. So let's see. All right. She's going to use, since Cyrus is now an Oathbreaker. Yeah, this is as play passes into her turn. Okay, so she's going to use. Where is it? Bind the Oathbreaker. All right. So Cyrus, go ahead and give me a Charisma saving throw. Oof. Okay. This is a paralysis. I don't know if this form is affected by paralysis or not. It is. Okay. This is a lingering, escalating status effect. So each time you fail to shake it, it builds towards something worse.
Oh, he's not Indomitable.
All right, using a charge of Indomitable. All right. Her turn comes up, and let's see. We got this whale to deal with. That's a whole thing. We got Reset, which is manageable. All right, taking out Hypati would be a good distraction. Okay, so what she's gonna do then is she's gonna sacrifice one of her attacks to try and affect Cyrus again with this ability. Give me a Charisma save.
Hey Crash, did Electo take the? I had my elemental run up and hit her.
Oh shit, my bad. Both of those 11. Are gonna hit. Okay, yep. Cool. All right. All right. That is going to go ahead and drain it. Oh wait, hold on. That is gonna take place in between. Oh shit. I think she'd have to do her whole turn for this. But if it would mean slowing you down, hold on. Multi-attack, they may take 3 minor actions. Okay. So the binding the Oathbreaker is a minor action. Alright. This attack may only be used against Oathbreakers. Okay. Then yeah, she's gonna take the other 2 attacks to fire one at Hypatia and see what happens with that. So here we go.
Am I affected or not affected?
You would be affected. The DC is higher than 16. I don't know if you have another Indomitable to use or if you're tapped out. I mean, it's that or start a very terrible downward spiral of bad things.
Yeah.
All right. Here's a shot for Hypatia using Libo. It's gonna be a 32 for 25.
And I will drop.
Damn. All right, and then they're gonna take a shot at Cyrus. Let's see. So 32 for 25, plus another 21, so 36. Sorry, 46, because of the extra 21, because of Oathbreaker. That is her turn. She will maintain her position, but I guess fly slightly higher, because there's a whale there. I would assume that, Reset, you're now on top of the whale. So we'll just say that you guys are like 15 feet up.
Yeah, I think
Wait,
the,
is she
the whale
flying
slid
out
in
of
and she
my-
like backflipped on top of it.
Is she flying out of my range?
No, we're
Okay.
moving them to realistically make room for the whale
Okay,
that
okay.
appeared. Okay.
Okay. I
Okay.
just wanted to
Yeah.
see if I got an opportunity at that.
Oh yeah, no. All right, let's see. Inevitable, blah blah blah. Okay. That's it. Cyrus, to you.
Alright.
All right.
So I'm paralyzed, right?
Unless you used Indomitable,
But
you
I
said
did,
you
I did,
right?
yes.
Yeah. So you're not paralyzed. You have your turn.
Right up on her.
Run
okay.
down the back of the whale. Let's go.
We are going to just grapple her.
Okay. So you're just doing a straight up grapple attempt, or are you going to use your claws and try to initiate a grapple?
Try to grapple, because this is not a melee attack.
These
It
ladies
does
care.
that you
Yeah.
can substitute
Yeah,
a
yeah,
melee
yeah.
attack for a grapple.
So if you're substituting a melee attack for grapple, wouldn't it still be a melee attack? Otherwise, you'd be using your
Yeah.
whole action to initiate it. Do you want to spend your
But-
whole action just to do one grapple?
I think rules is written, and they
Uh-huh.
seem to care about
But
that.
yeah, it's
Yeah.
a
The
substitute,
grapple is non-attack.
which means you're attacking, and then last minute just grab instead. I don't know.
Yeah, that's true. That's true. Raw, it is not considered an attack yet. That's at our world doc. All right, yeah, go for it. You can try to grapple.
Well,
Oof. Oof. Okay. Let's see.
oh
Wow,
man,
these
get
are
the
horrible
down
rules.
combatant one. Oh my gosh.
Oh my god, I was gonna say the next one will be a 3, but I didn't.
Mm,
27 is the highest.
okay.
Easily breakable. But
All right. Well, first of all, the first one causes a complication. So let's see what happens there.
Okay.
You would gain a misfortune. All right. And then I will have a roll against the last one because of 27. You could succeed at a cost if she only got a 30. Which she only got a 30. No, wait.
No.
Succeeding at a cost would just make it the same. Yeah. Never mind. Okay. All right. So she watches as you run up and begin to grab for her, and then it's very like Neo versus Agent Smith. Like she just sort of keeps moving to the side, like she's seen this fight before, knows where all of your attacks are going to go, and she seems bored and disappointed.
it's
That's the look that she gives you as shown on this character art. Bored, disappointment. Oh, WWE. She says, I would have expected more after you inherited my sister's powers. Somehow, it seems to have made you less.
alright. I would have to get 20 health and then take how much damage?
That's 50 for breaking those rules.
Alright.
All right. You watch Anna as and Reset as Cyrus, his body is trying to heal itself. The weight of law and the will of this goddess that is brought with these Furies just tears him apart. Golden blood begins to just ooze from the wounds. All right, Cyrus, anything else?
No, nothing else I can do right now.
Okay. Let's see. As play is passing from Cyrus to Phil. Let's see. Okay. Electo is going to attack Cyrus at range with her bow. Alright, here we go. Okay.
I will shield that.
Alright.
With the shield that's in my body. It'll suddenly appear on his arm.
Does the shield cast? It lets you cast shield? Because then you'd be dealing. Oh, the spellcasting's over. All right, you're good. You're good. You're good. Okay, yeah. All right, Phil, you're up. And then you'd be shielded. You'd be shielded until the end of your next turn, I believe.
Yep, +5. Yeah.
All right.
I'm a whale.
I'm just a whale.
I'm going to try and grapple. It won't even succeed. I'll try and grapple Megara and try and get a nat 20.
Okay.
Yeah, that's pretty good. Oh wait, they rolled 30. Turn away in shame.
I can move.
She absolutely,
speed is 0 feet.
reaches out and just sort of pats you on the snoot.
You trying to monstro her, like Pinocchio style?
So I can't move.
Correct.
My
You're
speed
beached.
is 0.
Yes.
There's a lot of. I won't try it.
Phil, remember you do breathe air. We went through this last.
Yeah, you do breathe air, so you're good.
Oh, but I started holding my breath. I got 30 minutes.
It's like the intelligence point that had that memory that whales could breathe. That was one of the ones that was burned away by the spark.
No.
So yeah.
What a valorous whale.
No, yeah, Willipocles is spent.
I mean, he is. Look at that noble bearing. Look at that chin. Holy shit.
Yeah. That's all I got. I guess I'll wait 2 turns to start tail whipping people.
I mean, you have 200 something whale hit points. You could just take them hits. Become an Oathbreaker. Otherwise, play will pass. Reset.
I mean, I got a 2 intelligence. Willipocles follows the rules.
Aww. Okay. Are you saying that dumb people follow rules?
Hey, you know what?
How to make it political, huh?
well.
How to make it political. Alright. Play will pass from Willipocles to Megara, to Reset. As it passes, let's see. Again, they still don't consider Reset too much of a threat. Anna's probably the next one they need to whittle down. Yeah, Meg will take a shot at Anna. Alright.
Do I have cover with the wind? No, I'm joking. That still hits me. No, I have 18 AC. All right.
Okay, yeah. So even with some soft cover, adding 2 to your AC.
No, I don't want to go down that route anyway.
Okay, it's all good.
Not trying to wheedle.
25 damage. There's no way for you to fail the save. If you wanted to roll just to try to fish for a boon, you certainly could.
Yeah, that could help out, so I will.
Okay.
Let's see.
But it also might fish for a consequence.
Oh, you're right.
But sometimes the consequences are good.
Sometimes. All right.
Okay. Reset to you.
So just another question on what constitutes as healing. Does temp HP count as healing?
Temp HP gives you temp HP. It does not restore any damage that was taken. It can't pick anybody up from 0. So even though temp HP is HP, it is not healing.
Okay.
Okay.
Would things like lesser restoration, stuff like that also count?
Those are restorative. Unless they have the word healing in it, you should be good.
Okay, cool. All right. I am going to have to try to grapple her.
At this point, Hypatia, as you lay there and Reset is taking their turn, between life and death, you would recall in your studies that when you break an oath, the basics of it, the basic math of it is break oath, get curse. So it's possible that this Oathbreaker thing could be stripped off of you or someone else by removing curse.
Oh, well, I'm actually immune to curses.
Oh, shit. Okay.
She's
Then
the Oathbreaker.
Then the Oathbreaker status would not be able to stick on you specifically. So I don't think you took too much extra damage beyond what would have dropped you, though, right?
I actually think it might have been enough to just keep me up.
All right, so we'll
Let me
pop
see.
you.
I'll go back.
Okay.
I'll go back.
If so, we'll pop you up on your turn. We'll just say it was you dropped instinctually, and then you're going. Okay, we're set. You're up. Sorry.
Okay, I need to do a grapple attempt.
Okay.
In place of my attack.
All right.
Okay. Does invisible doesn't give me advantage on?
Not because, well, right, and they have true sight anyways, but yeah. A raw grapple, which is what you guys are shooting for here, to avoid falling into the purview of it being a melee attack. It doesn't operate on any real rules. It doesn't make a lot of sense. It's just a weird skill check that they threw in there, not realizing it was going to be a cornerstone of the melee combatant's life.
I am... Okay, I just need to... Let me roll it first. I'm going to double check if my thing gives me advantage. My regular feat.
Okay. Well, I would stay on the ground until your turn comes up, Hypatia.
Okay, I will.
Yeah.
I turn back and see Hypatia's. She's not.
I'm checking my Odyssey of the Dragonlords raw.
Oh,
well,
so about that,
raw.
that's homebrew. That's not an official Wizards of the Coast product. So
An adventure we're
Just
playing on.
Erased me?
what?
Could she just erase me then?
I mean, they haven't. They're trying to erase you. If they could have erased you, they would have erased you already. They despise you guys. You are
Could
the
I
most.
just show her my character sheet? Did she die?
She's had to look at it for 2.5 years. She knows. That's why she's here.
Okay, I like the 27.
You like the 27. All right, so she'll try
I will
to
roll my Faxpiration.
Oh, spicy. Okay. Okay. That brings us to 33.
Yeah.
All right, so that wins. You have grappled her.
Perfect. I'm going to look at her now that she's grappled.
Sorry. She just faked you out. So as you go to grapple her, she says, Faxpiration, they don't go up to D20s. There's not even a thing as Faxpiration. That's made up.
I just remembered it though.
So she takes her Faxpiration die and she yeets it off the side into the Nyx.
The abyss. Yeah.
Okay, that's fine. I will do another grapple.
God damn it.
Now she has no reaction.
Correct.
Oops, sorry. That was the attack roll.
Alright.
But it's plus... Oh, sorry.
But
Were we just going to use that dice?
Oh, shit, if you want. I was just clearing it for you. Alright.
That's okay, I'll just roll it again, because I didn't see. Okay.
Okay.
And the last one, I will go ahead and use my DM inspiration on this.
Okay.
And watch as she only has one reaction this turn.
Okay.
Okay.
She's intrigued what the goal is of grappling her at this point. She's just watching you just try. All of you are trying to grab her. You can see that she's so curious. She almost wants to be grappled just to figure out why you're trying to grapple her. But
Would
because
you like to be grappled?
she's not gonna fall for your tricks. You abomination. You aberration of fate. She's not gonna fall for your shit.
I'm not gonna do anything that's not raw. I just want to grapple you.
Her eyes narrow, and she says, "Then you'll have to earn it."
Okay, well... I'm going to, in my head then, I'm gonna tell them what I was gonna do.
Okay.
So basically, I tell them I need her grappled so I can feed her a potion.
And that's brilliant. That's brilliant.
I'm just gonna make her into an Oathbreaker.
Take DM inspiration for the effort, at least.
Yeah.
Yeah.
With the maple syrup?
Yeah, I was gonna do that. I couldn't get it.
Damn.
From Canadian with love.
God, that would have turned her.
Oh man.
I know you guys can still do it, so.
Oh, try, Rufus.
Well, I can't.
Oof. Okay. Play will pass from her set to their action economy. Let's see. 1, 2, 3. They've already used their paragons, I believe. So the paragons will come back. And then it is Hypatia's turn. Hypatia psyched everybody out by pretending that she could be cursed. But I forgot that you're immune to curse until it was Reset's turn just now, and then I was like, shit, I'm pretty sure she's got some curse mitigation that I was supposed to remember. Alright, so you're, you just sort of grab your Oathbreaker merit badge and just incinerate it in your hands, and then you stand up with your 2 hit points. Captain America style.
Have we done any elemental damage to these things at this point?
They are immune to poison and fire. They've taken full damage from Radiant. And then...
Force.
Force, yep. They take reduced damage from non-silvered bludgeoning, slashing, and piercing.
I have so many options, but none of them have guaranteed damage. This hurts me. I don't like to gamble. I will... Can't really polymorph because that's not... I mean, it would keep me alive, but I can't cast spells, so that doesn't really help. I am going to do what I was going to do last turn. I am going to cast Sending.
Okay.
This is a choice, and I don't know how well it's going to go.
Do you want to do it privately? You want to go to private chat, or are you okay with doing it here?
Nope. I'm okay with doing it here.
Okay.
I am
This is an important phone call, so that you might want to type out your 25 words. Because these ladies will not allow more than 25 words to be sent via sending in their presence. So.
Okay.
It
I'm going to Sending Lutheria.
Oh, shit.
Oh.
Okay.
Yeah.
Oh. Yeah. Okay. They will accept the call.
I can imagine she's just lounging and the phone starts ringing.
I can just imagine she's just destroying the world. 1 second, I gotta take this.
Yeah.
All right, I will wait your
Okay, I'm typing it out.
extremely heavy and dramatic 25 words.
Are contractions 1 word or 2?
Technically 1 word.
Sorry, back.
No worries. And for you English buffs out there, it's true. Even though they represent multiple words, contractions act as a single word. It's a very good loophole when you are casting a sending spell.
I am at 16 words. I have a few more that I'm gonna add.
Also, for accessibility reasons, I will accept emojis on a 1 emoji per word basis. So.
You have the emoji mod installed?
No, but actually emojis are coded into everything now. So as long as you're using a standard emoji, it will show up in chat in... They won't happen, you'd have to actually paste them in, but they will happen.
Oh.
Yeah. You can actually add them to your attacks and stuff, too. So if you wanted to, like, have a little fire emoji... Look at that shit. What? It has to be in the standard, like, I don't know, the basic bitch, like, category of, there you go. Reset posted a big black penis. Oh, wait, no, sorry, that's an eggplant. My screen resolution's so hot anyways. It's an honest mistake.
Okay, sorry to interrupt, but here's 23 words.
Okay, 23. Ooh, showing off. All right, read them out.
The Furies are trying to disrupt your plan. They've taken us prisoner. We can't face you. They say this is what Thylea wants.
Oh my goodness. Patty, you're a treasure. This is incredible.
Okay. Give me a sec. Oh yeah, this is definitely within. Do you want it secret? I guess I should make it secret.
Okay, if you want.
All right.
Just put it on speaker.
She's gonna have to put some laughs.
Oh
on
yeah.
there.
Well, I would guess. Yeah.
I think Patty should get it secret. She definitely. If she has more room, she could throw in some laughs in there, or iconic laughs.
Oh yeah. Hold on. Let's see. So we got some. Man, we have so many emojis. How could anyone ever decide? There we go. That's what she sends back.
Okay.
But you'll have to spend another sending spell because that's just how she is. All right. Anything else this turn? You just gotta last one more turn? Question mark.
Yeah. For my movement, I am going to dive underneath the whale in search of total cover.
Whale opens his mouth.
Like, I didn't even stand up from prone, I'm just crawling.
Alright, so you kind of just kind of tuck and roll underneath the whale. Alright.
Yeah.
Whale, I'm assuming you just sort of roll up and then roll back down?
I'm willing to spend my reaction to take
my
my
God.
flipper and crevice her in there real deep.
Beautiful. Alright.
Into a whale armpit. Okay.
Alright. Whalecles takes the reaction to give you the +5 type of cover.
Okay.
Alright. Okay, beautiful. Anything else from Hypatia?
Nope, that's it.
Alright. Play passes to Electo. Electo looks at you, Anna. Looks back at Cyrus. Cyrus is neutered by this current law, so until melee attacks are back on the menu, she should be good. He'll die to his own regeneration. Okay. Yeah. Also, you really upset her, so she's just gonna keep attacking you, but she's not going to stab you because that would be against your rules.
Okay.
Yeah. All right.
I do want to say as well. Sorry.
Oh yeah.
And I say, then it is just there's no justice. in this world that we would be placed in these positions.
Oh man.
Without meaning to, like, you know, like I was born and I was prophesized to do this, and then she was, you know, she was made to go against me. So that's where I'm going with that.
Yeah, go for it. If you got more to go, like
No,
put it out there.
That's my meaning. I don't know quite how to say it in this moment, but yeah.
So yeah, she says, just as we were made to serve and protect, you were made to change everything.
Okay. We both have tears streaming down our faces. We're killing each other.
Yeah. She is going to fly away from Cyrus, Anna, and Fox over to here.
And Willippa, please. But I don't have a reaction.
Yeah. But a reaction would be, I guess, a melee attack. So, anybody want to take one?
Well, I
No?
don't have a melee weapon equipped.
Alright.
And I don't want my fox to get in trouble. Unnecessary.
Yeah, the fox is like, hey, listen, I'm cool hanging out, but you know, I already have a record, you know what I mean? And like, he shows you his house arrest anklet and everything, and yeah. My parole officer finds out about this, like.
Swiper. He swiped too many.
Yes, not allowed near any elementary schools because he keeps stealing from preschool kids when they're trying to go on make-believe adventures. Jesus Christ. Alright. Electo's gonna shoot at Anna 3 times. 1, 2, 3. Oh, I don't know why the arrows went that way. That's cool. Guess they went to, she hasn't stopped targeting Phil all this time. Jeez, let it go. Alright.
Alright, those all hit.
Alright.
Yeah. And they always have advantage. Yep. Alright, so 1, 2, and 3.
Okay.
Yeah, we're good.
Alright. As the layer action comes up, you can see Megara look side-eye at Reset, and she declares, no grappling. Like, you freaked her out with all that shit. You were like, kept trying to grapple her. You're like, do you want to know why? Do you want to know why I want to grapple? So she's like, fuck that, I don't want to find out. And I'm scared shitless. What the fuck? No!
No grappling. No more.
No grappling.
Stop touching.
So does that mean healing's back?
No, flanking's back.
Healing will come back next round. If you can make it one more round, healing will come back.
Oof.
I am trying to play it that they will never do the same one twice in this fight. Because that would be pretty shitty. So that's why they started with spellcasting. I saved healing because, you know, I wanted it to be more impactful when it finally kicked in. But yeah. So
Definitely is, yeah.
Yeah. But yeah, I'm not gonna cheese you and be like, healing's replaced by no healing. Cause that would be just lame. Alright, so as she passes to Anna, they're gonna use a Paragon action. And let's see. I guess Meg will shoot at Anna. Alright, so that's 32 for 25. Alright, Anna, you're up.
Okay. Oh wow, yeah, everything's getting blurry. Oh, and there's a heartbeat too. That's cool. Alright.
Yeah, it's actually celebrity guest heartbeat from She Who Hungers in the Depths, who hasn't forgotten you after all this time. So.
Okay. Oh gosh, okay. You're targeting me now. Do I join Hypatia under the whale? We just pray. No. heal still. What was replaced? We can't grapple anymore. Okay, okay.
Correct. No healing, no melee attacks, and no grappling.
Okay, those are 3 rules.
They don't know why. They don't know why, but they feel like grappling is bad because of all the grappling, and then Reset's menacing aura when she talked about grappling.
Yeah. Okay, can't heal. And what else we got? We can still have that in our back pocket. Balance, no. I think I'm just gonna cast shape change.
Oh shit. Okay.
Yeah.
A good one.
Yeah. Let's see. And
Is it to turn into a killer whale, the most evil of all dolphins? Because eh?
Wow.
Look at that seal. That seal's like, what the fuck? In the bottom right.
Yeah, I see him.
We could have a whale of a time.
No, I think I need something. I mean, it has a ton of hit points, but can't do anything but attack. And I can still cast spells when I'm shape change. I just need some extra healing. I'm wondering if I'm gonna do it now.
There's some
Oh
cool
my
dragon
god, if you
CRs.
beat yourself as a whale and then spammed Eldritch Blasts.
No, I'm just gonna think about everything I've achieved up to this point. You know, causing the apocalypse, but bringing the Siren City bat and making a person who thinks her dragon form makes her a monster. And I'm gonna think about Kyra, and I'm gonna begin to shape change into a dragon.
Oh shit.
And this dragon has brilliant red and gold metallic scales, glowing multicolored like rainbow style feathers, and yeah, she's I can't stop here. And yeah, we're gonna summon it and become a dragon. I was hoping Kyra would be around to see this, but yeah, we gotta make it out of here and get back to her and everyone else. So. Oh.
Oh, hold on. All that talk. All right, hold on.
No, it's
Let's
okay.
see.
It's all good.
This is the
I thought it was
dragon.
great art.
I mean, it's classic art, but this
Yeah.
is art. This is special art.
Yeah.
You had this commissioned, right?
I did.
Okay. Let's see. Let's see. What color blood would this dragon have? Let's go with gold. Yeah, it's gold.
that's-
Gold blood. That sounds cool. All right. And do that. Aw, the dragon's also friendly. That's good. I did everything right except that part. Here you go.
No, that's all good.
There you go.
Yeah.
Hell yeah.
So like, all the feathers are kind of glow, kind of like a phoenix, but also kind of dragonish. Yeah.
Sweet.
And yeah, let's do my action, and I just stand in front of Electo and just say, yeah, I can't to go back.
She murmurs as you change, and she says, "You're truly inevitable." And like the tears continue to stream from her eye, and her jaw continues to clench and unclench. And if she was capable of feeling fear, she would be afraid.
Okay. Is there a way to disable the blurry and the heartbeat?
Yes, it's under settings. Everyone can change it on a personal level. I don't remember what the mod is called though.
Okay.
Shit.
Heartbeat?
Heartbeat sounds good.
Okay. Enable damage to
Yeah.
overlay? Okay.
Yep. Yeah, so you can change if anybody doesn't want to hear any of that or see any of that.
I've
You can
been
go
listening to
into.
this.
No, I'm mainly
so
just
long.
because I'm recording and everything's blurry now. You know.
Yeah, I didn't know it could be turned off on a per player basis until Sunday morning.
I'm just gonna reload, and that's my turn. It's my action.
Not that anything bad happened Sunday morning involving Heartbeat, but you know. Anyways, okay. Your turn ends. Play passes to Megara. All right. As play passes to Megara, Alecto, looking somewhat more defeated, is going to fire an attack at. Damn. All right. She's gonna fire an attack at Cyrus because. Well, no, they've got time. They got time before melee comes back into play. Alright, I guess she'll just fire it at you, because you're going to blast everybody. So here's a ranged attack against the dragon. Alright, so 32 for 25.
Yep.
Alright, that brings us to Megara's turn proper. Alright, 3 actions. And Cyrus is up right after her. So, one of her 2 attacks, she will try to lock Cyrus down with that paralysis ability. So, give me a charisma saving throw, Cyrus, as she tries to lock you down.
Okay.
Alright, 18 is not going to do it. Unless you have anything
You do have Bless, by the way, since you're within 60 meters. But...
So yeah, roll a d4 and add that on. Here, I'll turn Bless on for you. There you go. Oh shit. 22. 22 is... Yes, shy of the DC.
Well.
So,
but it's pretty close.
That's pretty close. Pretty close.
Succeeded at cost. Why not?
All right. Burnouts. You lose one of your highest level spell slots. If you don't have any spell slots to lose the use of 1 long rest ability. If you don't have any long rest abilities to lose a short rest ability. Else, 1 consumable is used up. So shit, I don't know what's left in your tank essentially, but I don't think this form has spell slots because it's got at will.
No, but Cyrus's form who can use things has spell slots.
Right. Okay, so go ahead and lose one of those. All right, and then she will take 2 shots. These shots will be at Anna. All right, so here we go. 1 and 2. All right, 23 for 25, and then nat 20, or sorry, 19. But yeah. All right, and then she will fly away. Just gonna fly over to here. Ooh, and a boon for Anna. As she flies away, does anyone take opportunity attack? Yay, nay, no?
Have I gotten my reaction back? I'm not sure.
Nope, not yet.
Okay.
Nope, can't melee yet, so...
You could grapple her.
Alright, guess I'm dodging.
Okay. She'll fly to a height of 40 feet. Cyrus, to you.
Alright. Oh. We are going to target Megara.
Okay.
And you... I don't know why it says I don't have this ability.
Oh. So you have to manually, like after fights, you have to go into the options there and then recharge it. Or you just have to keep rolling it until it recharges. But yeah. This would have recharged since the last time you used it. Oh shit, eye-ray, okay. Target's creature can see, gotta make a con save, half damage. If it fails by 5 or more, 64. Alright, here is the con save. 18. So it fails, but not by 5 or more. But then it does take the 39 points of necrotic damage. All right. Anything else from Cyrus?
We will follow her.
Oh, okay. That'll have to be the next rule. No following Megara.
No talking to Megara, no looking at Megara.
Yeah.
Leave Megara alone.
No.
Alright. I guess almost reflexively then, as you are moving towards her and play is passing to Phil, she will fire a shot at you. Cyrus. 22 for 36. Sorry, 46 because of the Oathbreaker.
Hey, Cyrus,
If they're like right next to each other.
Could you move one step down so I don't blast you when I start breath weapon?
Oh, so you want Cyrus to step 1 foot step down?
Yeah, if he doesn't want to get blasted, I'm gonna, Thank you.
All right. Phil, sorry, Whalacles, you're up.
Alright, I'm just a whale.
Mm-hmm. A beast whale. But safe.
Yeah.
Anna saved you.
Yep. I'm... Can I talk telepathically as a whale?
Yeah, whales are pretty smart.
I got a 2 intelligence.
Oh.
But I'll take your word for it.
I feel like it should be as high as a dolphin. Let me... Hold on. Alright, not Delphinius Dolphin, but let me see. Dolphin... Oh my god, they got a 12 intelligence. Alright. So here, we'll say that you're not as smart as a dolphin, but we'll put your intelligence at 8. There you go. They got language and shit.
Almost as smart as Phil.
Your words, not mine. Alright, so...
Alright. We've talked telepathically to the Furies before. Whalacles is going to say telepathically to Megara, but Megara, you do have a choice. You chose to forgive Pythor and let him live. You have a good heart. Show it to us. Let us save the people.
Damn. All right. If that is your action, you can give me a charisma persuasion.
All right. Here we go.
Okay. With your one eyeball, you look over. Oh, that's the wrong person. You look over with that one eyeball that can see her, and she makes a face, a disgusted face that looks like it's trying to tamp down any and all emotional response. You receive radio silence, and in that silence, it feels like so many things are said.
That's my turn.
As play passes to you reset, they will use their last Paragon to... yeah. Let's get this reaction back and going. Alright. I guess she will fire a shot at Cyrus, which would be 40 something damage if it hits. Let's see what happens. So yeah, it hits with a 34. for 46 points of damage. And then Reset, you're up.
Okay.
Wait, so I put my Cyrus form back here.
Oh, okay. He's right next to you. You can pick any of the spaces that are currently there. All right, so Reset, you're up.
Okay. With Tisiphone's body right next to me. I know they all have the whips. Do I see it?
Yeah, they're ropes. They're yep.
Yeah. All right. Can I grab it?
Yeah, sure. You grab the rope of ensnaring.
All right. And because I'm a monk, I don't know how that can say thing works. Let's see. Can I just use it
as a monk weapon?
Yeah.
Well, it's a magic item. So for you could activate it using an action if you wanted to.
Okay. I'd like to try to activate it and use it on her.
Oh shit. Okay.
So it's not a grappling check, right?
It is. Let's see. Let me check the description of it. Rope of ensnaring. Entangles a creature while restrained, which isn't grappling. All right. So she has to make a DC 23 dexterity save, and their dexterity is not very good.
Okay.
All right. So she is restrained. You have the other end of the rope, so she is sort of tethered at the other end of the rope.
Okay. I will fly up to her.
She continues to fly, in case anyone's wondering, because she has hover. And if you have hover and your speed drops to 0, you actually keep flying, which is important to know with the magical flight spell, because that gives you hover.
Okay.
Yeah,
Which
would have been good to
important
know that
for
along.
high-level
Yeah.
play.
Yes.
So with my bonus action, I would like to try to stuff a potion into her mouth.
Oh shit. Okay.
Is this going to be an opposed check?
It is an opposed check.
Yeah, if she doesn't
Yeah,
want
she does. She doesn't want the potion.
Are you sure?
Yeah, pretty damn sure. Restrained creature, speed. All right. Attack rolls against the creature, and the creature's attacks at disadvantage. The creature is at disadvantage on dex saves. So yeah, she's just going to use her athletics to keep her jaw as closed as possible.
I will use DM inspiration here.
All right.
And go ahead and roll my athletics.
You good?
Okay. All right.
Okay.
Here's her check. Shit. All right.
I can only do one, right?
Right.
Only one. Okay.
Well, it was an action to activate the thing, and then whatever action economy you had left to try and do the forcing the guy down, which was it's an action to administer a potion to another person. Anyways, I think that would be it for your action economy. All right.
Okay, but
And
she is
you could
strange.
reduce it, maybe. There's no downside to trying.
Like
Yeah.
if you do reduce it, I will succeed at a cost if possible.
Okay.
Yeah, I mean, if you want to try to reduce it, sure.
Yeah, she's next to me. Well, she's close enough, so yeah, we can. We can go for it.
Okay.
I'm just worried about what we're gonna need resource-wise after this. Should we, get out of it?
Don't think about after.
Uh-huh.
We have to survive
And then
now.
and then Anna, this ability is from your class. Wait, I already asked you this.
No, you canceled it last time, so.
Oh yeah, she would definitely cancel it if you tried to do it. You
Hey, that's
Okay,
reaction.
but I'll take a
Try and do
reaction.
it.
True, yeah, it
because
would
of
burn
the
a reaction. Yeah, that would burn a
Okay,
reaction.
All
All
right,
right.
so -3, and still when. Now she
Okay.
doesn't have to cancel because it didn't change anything.
Oh yeah, it drops it to a 32, which puts it outside of the range. Okay.
32. Okay. Yeah,
Yeah.
it's a 4, right? So no.
Yeah. Okay. She looks over at you, bound by her dead sister's rope of entanglement, and narrows her eyes at you in stern judgment, Anastasia.
I don't know. That was just fate. That wasn't me.
I'm just gonna. I'll end my turn. I'm gonna hold the potion up and kind of just show her what I was
I think
supposed
she
to do.
saw it while you were trying to shove
think
it
she
in
knows
her
what you're
mouth.
trying to do. And what's like a secret as you tried to wrestle her? You should really drink this.
She nods at you like, potion.
What you need to do
alright.
is deceive her.
The turn comes around. They get their paragons back. And Hypatia, you are up.
Okay. I am going to stay in cover and respond to Lutheria. I will respond privately.
Well, this is a call that you're making.
Yeah,
but yeah. Okay,
it's a new
just so
thing,
we
but
know
yes.
who's calling who. Okay.
Yes.
All right.
Yes. Okay. There.
Oh man, that's some spicy stuff. Okay.
And it's an emphasis on the we. She's part of the we. We together have to fulfill the prophecy.
Man, I really hope they declassify these sendings after like 10 years or something. So
It's actually not that spicy.
Let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay. What else could she do for you? Okay. So this round, the no healing ban goes away, eh?
Yeah.
Okay, gotcha. Alright, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
Man, there was almost a moment when Electo said that thing to Anna previously. She's like, maybe I should stay here then, you know? We've come too far.
Okay. Everybody looks to still have their reactions, so I'm not gonna do anything else. I'm just gonna stay undercover.
Okay. Alright, play passes to Electo. Let's see. Electo, don't like this dragon much. She's gonna fly over to here and take 3 shots at the dragon. Here we go. 1, 2, 3. Alright, so 25, 23, and 33. And then, as play passes into the lair, healing is no longer illegal. Okay. They've had a whole turn to think about what, well, they've had a lot of time to think about what to make illegal. Sure. Okay. They declare that dragons are illegal. If
Oh
you
my
spend, if your turn starts and you're a dragon, you're an Oathbreaker.
I was thinking you were either gonna do that or you're gonna say breath weapons early.
Oh no! Why stop at breath weapons?
Okay, but
all right.
I'm concentrating on it, right? So I could drop it.
You can
before
drop
my
it if you don't want to be an Oathbreaker, yeah.
Yeah, I don't want to be an Oathbreaker.
But I mean, it's you
God
got HP in the tank. It might be worth it. 50
No, I
damage. You
don't-
get to be a dragon for a whole turn.
It's
No.
charisma saves to be an Oathbreaker.
No, it's not. You just
You'll be a
become an
damn good Oathbreaker.
I would.
You could always, make one of them an Oathbreaker. Change them to a dragon.
I don't know how I would do that.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Damn.
All right.
Neither of us took true polymorph.
Okay, she's
I don't
gonna.
think that's the strat anyways, to true polymorph our enemies into dragons. Maybe dragons.
Megara does not. Reset just makes Megara very uncomfortable. Like the person that stands way too close to you when you go to a con, like, and they're at every booth you go to, and you're just like, why are they? And you hear them breathing, like behind you in line. She's gonna spend her Paragon to move away from you.
Isn't she restrained?
Oh shit, she is restrained. Alright, so the first step would be trying to get out of the restraint, but I believe their ropes are pretty good at binding people. Let's see. Alright, as long as you hold one end of the rope, use an action, speak the command word, other end darts forward, tangle the creature, you can see within 60 feet. They gotta make a dexterity save or restrained. While restrained by the rope, they cannot use spells or abilities that would remove the restrained or provide any teleportation. Shit, the only way out is to kill the rope. Oh no! Well, this is definitely a flaw in the design. Yeah. Okay.
Guys,
Man.
aren't you glad I made us immune to that?
This is an interesting predicament. Also, attacking the rope would be a melee attack, so can't really do that. Damn, Reset. It's like you were playing 20 squares the whole time.
Maybe they should have taken up my offer.
Damn. Alright, I guess because 5e restrained is dumb, she will still somehow fire her bow at rage in your face. You have now proven that you are worth taking seriously.
At
Yeah, you. Yeah. Alright. Reset's like, yes, someone's shooting at me. This is incredible. It's finally happening. Alright. No, not bind the Oathbreaker. Oh my god. Hold on. Okay. Shoot the bow. There you go. 25 for 25. Okay.
It's raw.
It's raw.
It's raw.
Beautiful. Beautiful.
Gordon Ramsay.
It's
fucking
fucking
raw.
It's raw. It's fucking raw.
The camera
Chef
cuts to
Ramsay.
the new restaurant in Astoria that they're still serving lunch service even as a kaiju monster is advancing on the city from a distance.
You're still
And
on the
he's just
clock, boys.
All right, do you want to throw it back at her or do you just knock it aside?
It says specifically it is a ranged attack with the weapon. So I will throw it back at her.
Okay.
Ranged attack, not
It'll
melee
be
attack.
straight roll.
All right, it will do 25 damage, true damage if it hits.
Okay, so let me just roll it with my boomerang then.
Okay.
Boomerangs early.
Okay, she says, as you hit her for 25 damage with her own arrow, tying her up with her dead sister's rope, she says, "How dare you?"
How dare you decline a 20 squares challenge?
Ooh.
Okay. She makes the face like, I kind of wish I had chosen 20 squares. Anna, you're up. Are you dragon?
No, I'm not dragon.
Dang. I mean, good roleplay. It definitely feels like in character for Anna, but that feels.
It's okay.
All right.
I get to do it again. We just gotta get out of here.
Yeah.
All right. So, let's see. Okay. Let's see. We'll just try. But definitely. There's no. Oh wait, I need to check that. Beam, Celestial, Elemental. Okay, all right. All right, we're just gonna with our action to land on the ground, and then
Wait. With the shape change, did that require concentration or no? I don't think it does,
yeah.
right?
It does, yeah.
Would that have dropped?
No, but I have the boon of the Arcane Empress. So
Oh, sweet.
yeah,
All right.
that's why I was thinking
Okay.
about it. Yeah.
Yeah. I was like, there's got to be a reason.
Otherwise, I would have done something else.
That I saw that little elf lady on your
yeah,
your token.
she's been on. Yeah. She's
Okay.
helping out. All right. And since I'm no longer concentrating on a second spell, I'm going to concentrate on another spell now. I'm going to try. So Anna's going to pull back an arrow. It's going to ignite with fire, and I'm going to shoot it at Electo, in hopes to bind her. So I need her to give me a Wisdom save. It's going to be a whole monster.
Okay. No magic resistance. Here is the roll.
24.
All right. She is held.
Okay. All right, and then Fox is gonna fly up there and crit her a couple times, see if he can hit.
Okay.
So he'll fly up and turn into a bird. Yeah, this one's cool. Fiery owl. Oh, there's a wall there. Oh, whatever. All right, Sin's gonna slam her with his owl wings. And this will be advantage now.
The 22 does not hit. Sorry, the 20 doesn't hit. Their AC is 22. Okay. The 26 hits, and it is a crit.
Yeah, here we go.
All right, and they take full damage from radiant.
Okay. And yeah, I guess we'll move down. Oh, we'll fly up. No, we don't want to be. We'll fly 9 feet up in case I get knocked out, so I won't take damage from falling. Oh no, I have hover though. No, that doesn't matter if you're unconscious. Anyway, bonus action. We can heal now, right?
Yes.
Yes, healing's on the table.
Okay. I can't see Hypatia though. She's still under the whale.
Okay.
All right, I'll heal myself then.
All right.
And that's bonus action, and I'm done.
All right. As play passes from Anna to Megara, let's see. All right. Because Cyrus made his save 3 times, she cannot use Bind the Oathbreaker on him anymore. So she's got Reset here, and if she shoots Reset, Reset's just gonna shoot. Oh wait, you only have 1 reaction. All right, she's gonna try to shoot Reset. Here we go. All right, so 31 for 25.
Yep.
All right, her turn comes up, and I guess she'll keep it simple. She's just gonna shoot you 3 times. Here we go. 1, 2, 3. Alright, so 25, 25, 25. Halved because Monk is the strongest class in 5e. Alright. As play passes to Cyrus, Electo is locked down. And you can't take a Paragon after your own turn, so Cyrus is up.
Alright, well, preparing for what's going to come next. First, we're going to use Polybrachia.
Okay.
Cast it from the hammer.
Mm-hmm.
And we then I'm just going to back away 5 feet in anticipation.
Okay.
And activate. Oh, healing. Yeah, I'll activate the Blood Mist Aura now. As a bonus action.
Ooh, okay. And that's a 35.
30. Yep.
Won't make it red because it'll be a little too hard to see with all the blood that pooped out of that whale. So we'll do like a purple. There we go. All right. Anything else from Cyrus?
No, we're kind of just preparing this round.
Okay. Whalacles.
I'm gonna dodge. Can I wait? I can't dodge when my speed is 0.
Yeah, no.
You're fucking kidding me. Wait. What's that thing called? Is there one homebrew rule that makes it where they have advantage if they attack me still thing? Make myself exposed.
Yeah, I mean,
that
minor
away?
action. No, that's still there. That's still
All right,
there.
I'm going to expose myself.
Okay. You are exposing your 264 hit points. They're like, that's a chore for another day. That's a chore for another day. All right. Okay. Fair.
The steak is too
I-
tough. Send it back to the
give
kitchen.
I give Hypatia a gentle pat under my flipper.
Aw.
Okay.
I'll keep you safe, Hypatia.
All right.
I see you lining up a shot.
As play passes from Phil to reset, Meg is like, fuck it. This muck is too much. We'll deal with her later, and is going to target Anna. 27 for 25.
Okay. Oh, I'm glad I healed myself.
All right, reset. You're up.
I have advantage on concentration checks, so we're good. But
Okay,
that was
okay.
Right. So right now it is no melee, no flank, and no grappling, right?
No melee, no grapple, no dragons.
No dragons. So we can
Yeah.
No, and does that extend to Dragonlords? Or
Ooh,
Yeah,
but Reset's
not
a Dragon Lord anymore there.
oh,
No, but I am
Star of
a
the crown.
way of the ascendant dragon.
Okay, yeah. So no
That's
dragon.
not
adjacent
dragon enough.
Oh,
Yeah,
okay.
that's not dragon enough. Yeah.
Okay, good.
I'm gonna just put her right here
Okay.
for Cyrus.
Oh, okay.
All right, we're gonna flank her as soon as that's done.
You don't
Actually,
want to
alright,
put
well,
her
yeah,
right
I'm gonna put
here?
her right or there.
Put her here.
Yeah.
All right. Do you lower her height? She's at 40.
Yeah.
Okay. So what, like 15? 10?
20.
20? Okay.
That should be enough.
All right.
And
Cyrus have a way to reach her from the ground? Or is Cyrus going after Electo, who's
how
hell.
high can you reach, Cyrus?
I only have 5 foot reach.
You
okay, I'll
can
just-
climb on me, Cyrus.
Oh, that's true. That's true. This is...
Well, I have flight. I mean,
Oh.
Yeah.
Okay.
we have the boon of the
Yeah.
Yeah, we still have that boon.
water pushing us.
Oh, yeah.
All right, so I'll just put her right here,
Okay.
and let's just take a look here. So no melee attacks. So I will instead. I'm gonna look at her. I'm gonna take my boomerang, and I'm gonna do a ranged attack on her by curving it around. Can I do that?
Yeah, sure. I mean, she's been range attacking you at point blank. I mean, yeah.
So I'm just gonna range attack her
On
with
the
boomerang.
backswing of the boomerang throw. Oh, awesome.
Yeah, as it comes back.
Yeah.
All right. That is gonna hit. Bonks her in the head.
Bonk her again. That one.
That would miss with a 20.
24.
24 because we're restrained. But you're attacking with a range from melee. So that would be, unless you have a way to mitigate that, there's an opponent within 5 feet of you. So, Alright, so that'd be a 20 would be a miss, but the 31 would hit.
Okay, and then I will.
Are you adding the thunder or no?
Not yet.
Okay. So that would be half the bludgeoning. Okay.
And then the last one, I'll add the thunder.
Okay.
Oh, that one missed, so it's fine.
Alright.
So 2 hits.
Okay.
Okay. That's it.
Alright. Play passes from you to the layer, starting at the layer to the Paragon economy. Refills. And Hypatia, you are up.
Okay. I have a plan. It might not be a good one, but first, I'm gonna sneak out from under Phil's flipper.
Okay.
I'm gonna just peek out.
Mhm.
And first, I am going to shoot her with a star.
Okay.
And then,
Keeping in mind, she does have a reaction.
Before
Oh.
she parries it,
Oh, okay.
I am going to use my boon
Oh.
from the Lord Commander to make it crit.
All right.
So that
Fair
adds 48 damage to it.
Okay. All right. Let's see.
So she could parry it, but she can't hit me.
That's true. That's true. All right. She will parry it with her reaction, reducing it by 50. So the total would be another 48. You said.
Yeah.
All right.
4
so that'd be
times 12.
72. So 22 points of damage.
Okay. And then, seeing how bad... Well, actually, now she is used... Seeing how bad her dexterity is,
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna shoot her with a disintegrate.
Oh shit.
Oh damn. All right. All right. This is a straight roll with only a +3.
Ooh.
That means she just got pretty high amount. Here we go.
Oh, that's a really good roll.
Yeah, it is.
Yeah.
Yeah, that'll do it. All right, she is bloodied. As the disintegration just blasts her, and bits of armor and flesh just kind of dissolve into stardust.
Okay, and then I'm gonna sneak back under Phil's arm. Oh yes, 5 blood mist, thank you. I will absolutely take that. Not like the 7 HP is gonna protect me more than 2 will, but that's fine.
Anything else from Hypatia?
Nope, that's it.
Will ethically uses his reaction to tuck her in deep.
Alright, fair enough. Let's see. As play is passing to Electo, who is locked down, Megara will use the first of 4 paragons to shoot Anna. Alright, here we go.
But Bob, I just want to let you know I put a easy target on.
I know. But they can literally see your hit points, and they let you see their hit points, so they feel like that's fair if they're metagaming your hit points.
Wow, that's not raw.
Some people play with the hit points shown. Alright, so let's see, that's a 29 for 25, Anna.
Yeah. Okay, and is this before Electo's gonna go?
Yes, this is before Electo's turn.
Okay. Yeah. Makes this really bad. But yeah, I take it. And
Okay.
Anna drops to one knee with the arrow, coughing up blood. And then...
Okay, so Anna, as you drop... Wait, so you're at 1 hit point? You're good?
Well, I have a boon here I'm gonna use to not go down.
Okay. Alright.
Yeah. Yeah, boon from some might equate it to Thylea herself.
Ooh. Alright. Selena's Grace. When a source of damage will reduce your current hit points to 0, you can, as a reaction, activate and expend this boon, and instead be left with 1 hit point, and then gain 100 temp HP. Holy shit.
Alright, so here's the
Alright.
concentration check for the 100 temp.
Alright. Play passes to Electo. Electo's turn is spent paralyzed. They get a new save at the end.
Wisdom 24.
I think that they will just take... they will just take 55 damage and not roll. So they will use Paragon Defense to remove the paralysis.
Okay.
But in doing so, they take 55 damage. All right. But that is their turn, because they don't get to make that save until the end of the turn. All right, layer actions. Okay, let's see. So we're losing melee attacks. That's unfortunate. But sources of a hammer. Let's see. No hammers? No, that'd be ridiculous. It's what could they do that we haven't done already? No grappling, no dragons. Can't do spells. Can't do healing. Can't do flanking. We certainly don't want to do flying. They got to come up with stuff that won't punish them as well, is the thing.
No.
Okay, sure.
No items.
No items. That'd be wild. Everybody's just gonna grab. They need their boat.
No.
Yeah, they need,
I was thinking like consumable items and
beat
stuff.
the shit out of each other.
Magic
all
items.
right. She says she decides no. You see her kind of riding in the air. No whales.
Crossing. What does that because I made a whale? It's my fault. What?
As you say that, Electo screams, "It's all your fault! Don't you understand? It's all your fault, Anna!"
That's heavy psychic damage for sure.
Play passes to Anna. As it's passing to Anna, Meg will fire at you again, mostly just to get a reaction back. Here we go. Alright, 25 more damage. And Anna, you're up.
Okay. Alright. Does that mean Phil's good until the start of his turn, or?
Yeah, it'll be good until the start of his turn.
Okay.
If his turn starts and he exists as a whale, that is outside of the natural order. Everyone knows that whales aren't supposed to exist. That's always been a rule in Thylea. And you can't believe that someone had the audacity to be a whale when everyone knows clearly that that's never been allowed.
Okay, well, I'm not longer...
Do you see this face? This is the face of a terrorist, of a criminal.
It's illegal.
Yeah.
Illegal. Okay, well, I'm no longer concentrating on the whole monster on her because she succeeded. I guess I could try and... Well, we need to get some damage out, I think. We can't just keep doing nothing.
So the vibe off of these creatures is very similar to the Marut in that they are inevitable, right? They are just going to grind anything that they are fighting down. Like,
I feel like a banishment would work. I'm just gonna... We got Meg bloodied now. Siren, no, they're definitely immune to being charmed. Not falling for that one again. Hypnotic pattern, that's also charm. I'm just gonna do like Hypati. I'm gonna summon the Nyx stars. And they don't have to travel far because it seems like we're right next to them. I'm gonna fire at Meg.
okay, yeah, they come swirling in from the Nyx where you are, swirl about you, and then you fire them off at her. She has a reaction, so she will use it to parry it and then return fire. Here you go. 27 for 25.
Okay. I guess this is concentration on the whale. Alright. So I got the Crown Stars now. Action, bonus action. There's no point in moving anywhere, so.
Make sure you give yourself 5 actual health.
Okay, cool. Thank you. Alright, and then the owl slam Electo a couple more times. No longer advantage, so 1, 2.
Oh shit! Has the owl been like attacking with melee attacks this whole time? Oh my fucking god! But melee's allowed now.
Yeah.
I didn't pay attention before. My bad.
My bad. I wouldn't have done it if I remembered that I too.
All right.
Okay. All right, I'm done.
Okay. All right. As your turn ends and play gets ready to pass to Meg, let's see. Meg will. Meg's gonna get a reaction back. So Electa will fire at Anna. So 32 for 25. All right. As Meg's turn comes up, she gets 3 shots. She turns away from her set and then basically just launches bolts of energy at this point. The illusion, the action of firing a bow, there's no time for theatrics. Just basically starts blasting, chucking true energy, true damage at Anastasia. So here come 3 attacks, Anna. 1, 2, 3. And those are all gonna hit. 25 a pop.
Yeah.
Alright.
I'm down.
So with you dropping, the whale would go back to being Phil. Phil, you could be anywhere that the whale was.
Yeah, Phil is kind of like, let me get his mini over here. He's kind of like standing between like Megara and like Hypatia, like covering her with his body.
Okay, dope.
To try and like protect her.
That sounds cool. All right. You reappear. Your form shrinking back down, but your focus is entirely on protecting Hypatia from harm. All right. Which one of those shots would have dropped you to? Was it the third one?
The third
was
one.
Required to. Okay.
Third one, yeah.
All right. Let's see. So as you would drop from that third one, you kind of fall to your knees and start to slump over, and as you lay there on the ground, you hear some familiar laughter. The laughter of your very old friend. And she and you have 1 hit point.
Okay.
And
Do I still fall down first?
Yeah, you would still lose concentration, but then as soon as you drop to 0, you just suddenly gasp and you have your hit point again. All right. As that happens, Megara stares at you in confusion. In fact, I'm going to apply the confusion status to her. All right, Cyrus, you're up.
All right. 5 health to begin with.
Oh, and Anna, would you've gotten? Oh, that's on Anna's turn that would happen. Okay, so Cyrus.
Okay.
All right.
All right. And we are going to actually utilize this boon of the Arcane Empress by casting, saying a little prayer to Halcia. Again, feast. All right. So we'll move up. Get up to 20 feet.
We about to get some JoJo shit.
And about to unleash action surge for 4 attacks.
Okay. While confused, part of confusion is you cannot make reactions.
Alright, and because of Polybrachia, I can use my bonus action to make another attack.
Nice.
And haste gives me an attack.
All right, and this would ignore her resistance to your non-silvered weapon.
Yes.
So damage.
6 attacks total.
Damage. Scrolling down. Damage. Damage. And damage. Alright, she is past bloodied as you just slam the hammer 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 times in rapid succession.
Essentially just turning into like a mini tornado, holding out the hammer, smacking her over and over and over again.
Hype.
Like the Tasmanian devil? No.
Yeah!
Alright, anything else from Cyrus?
No, I think that taps me up for this round.
Okay. As play passes to Phil, Alacto is going to fire an arrow at Anastasia. Here we go. Okay, Anna, you drop to 0. You're pretty sure you're dead. Then you cough up blood, and you have 1 hit point. Alecto looks around, trying to figure out what the fuck is going on.
Yeah, Anna whispers, thank you. To the ether.
Alright, Phil, to you.
You're muted.
Oh, thank you. Yeah, Phil stands up. He looks at Hyponia, but he looks at Megara and sees that she's low on health. He flies up with his great axe, and he's gonna make 2 attacks. And on
Shit! Alright.
on the first one, I'm going to. It's in features. I'm gonna try and paralyze her.
Ooh, okay. Let's see. Strength save. Alright, she makes a strength save.
Yep.
Okay.
And then second attack. And I am going to drain life.
Alright. Here's a con save. Oh, that's a fail.
4d6 necrotic.
She takes full damage from necrotic.
We're still not allowed to grapple. I can
I
feel
mean,
it.
you can do it if you want, but everyone knows it's always been forbidden.
You could shove
Stranger.
her? Question mark?
Yeah, shopping's okay.
Just cause, I guess. Just bullying.
Well, my feature lets me bonus action grapple,
Okay.
Ah.
not
yeah.
bonus action shove. Okay. I will use my bonus action to bolster Hypatia, and then I will fly back down to stand between her and the Furies.
Alright. Alright, as play passes from Phil to...
Ooh, I should also point out, man, what round are we on? 8? Those are each doing 8 extra damage.
Oh shit, okay. Alright. But halved because they add to your weapon damage.
Yeah, they're reach damage.
Alright. Alright. Let's see. Alright, so as play passes from Phil to Reset, Electo turns towards Megara and shouts, you need to snap out of it! And she fires an arrow at her. But it goes to Anna because I saw the target. Whatever. Let's see, 22 is enough. Megara takes the 25 damage. But is no longer confused as she kind of snaps out of it like, what the fuck? Alright, Reset, you're up.
Okay. She's low and we can melee now, so I'm going to hit her.
Okay. Oh shit. Alright. Yeah, that hits.
Nice. It's a so climactic, you guys.
Okay.
Oh, let's go.
Yeah.
Holy shit.
25 on the last one.
Alright. Oh my gosh. She is so close to death.
Okay, I'm going to... Oh, let's see. I think I... No, I still have it, so I will add a sly lunge here.
Alright.
Since I have advantage.
Every creature with a weapon, your attack deals extra damage. Okay, so it would be weapon damage. Alright, got it.
Okay, that's it.
Alright. Play will pass to their Paragon bank. It will refill. Hypatia, you're up. You might be muted, but you're up.
I am muted, but I was thinking anyway. You just missed a lot of hmms.
Mm-hmm.
Trademark
hmms. No other D&D character on a live stream is allowed to like Hypatia.
Some might even call her Patia.
Nice. Nice.
I'm gonna hit her with a disintegrate again. It worked so well the first time.
Oh shit. Okay.
And I mean, me and Phil, we kind of want the Furies to be gone forever. So...
Yeah, they're not good for us.
She's disadvantaged because she's restrained.
Yeah.
Alright, here we go. Disadvantage. Restrained by her dead sister's rope. She... well, describe this this disintegration spell. It's very rare that the spellcaster gets to how do you want to do this, so...
Yeah. Essentially, it goes off as a normal disintegrate, but she's resisting it. She's trying to stay together, and then I put the force of my divine spark behind it, and I say, "This is not justice," and I explode her.
Alright. She ceases to be. Electo lets out a strangled cry.
I'll look at her and I'll say, "Stand down."
Sobbing, her body shaking, her eye wild, she screams, "You know I can't."
Is there a spark left floating there?
No, everything. I said she
Okay.
ceased to exist. She was deleted.
Okay. You said everything but magical items, that's what I figured I'd ask.
Oh. I usually have everything get destroyed when somebody gets disintegrated. Yeah, pretty mean about that. All right. Hypatia, anything else?
Nope, that's it. I'm gonna stay where I am.
Okay, as play passes from you, she'll use the first one to take a shot at Phil, who's in front of you. Here we go. So 21 for 25.
I'm unconscious.
Okay, as you drop prone and dying, your body shudders and you have 1 HP. Unless you don't want that.
Do I know where it's coming from?
It feels very familiar. And in a way that you don't like.
I mean, if I could deny anything from Lutheria, Phil would.
Oh, okay. Then you drop to 0. You're dying. All right. As her turn comes up, she is going to fire at Phil 3 times. Ooh, my last one's a 17, so the last one we missed.
No, that misses.
All right, so yeah, the first 2 would hit, which would be 2 failed death saves.
Yeah,
Yep.
but they're not crits because they're not melee. So
Right, but they would just be
2 fails.
2 fails. Yep.
Yeah, I mean it's
all
not
right.
instantly dead. That's what we're.
Correct. All right, layer action. Let's see. Ooh, man, she has to make up the rules now. As the youngest, she's never gotten to do this. Oh shit. Okay, just because it'd be pretty dope. She looks down at you, Anna, and she says, "The new rule is no mercy."
Oh. Anna will stoically nod.
You're up, Anna.
That's pretty fucking dope, I guess. Yeah. Stand up. Oh, no, can't. Take this dying off first.
Yeah. It's gonna lock you into
Here,
prone.
here
There
we
you
go.
Just slowly make your way back.
Slowly.
Founder's just like, I'm trying my best, but that whale blood, it's everywhere.
All right, yeah. I'll just pull back on the bow, and the streams of energy will coalesce into 4 shots. Start blasting her. Here we go. Target her. Yeah, there we go. 1, 2, 3, 4.
God, these crits. All right. So against the first attack, which is a crit, she will parry it and then fire back at you.
Okay.
All right.
Oh man. Okay.
So I guess you would drop. The others would be from prone, and then they would still hit even prone. So.
Oh, okay. So I still get the rest
Yeah.
of
So
them?
you get the shot off. She'd shoot you back. You drop to 0 and start dying.
Mhm.
You take a deep breath, and then suddenly have a hit point, but still be prone. I guess you could use your movement to stand up if you had any left. You
Yeah,
tap
I
your
get-
movement to stand
yeah,
up.
so
you
that'd be
stand
all
up
my
again.
movement. Yeah.
Okay, and then you just continue firing at her, and the second 2 hit.
Okay, she doesn't have reaction anymore.
And for you, it's both damages, right? The first and the second
Yeah.
on this one. Okay.
And then yeah, we'll
Okay.
do a bonus action, and we'll do the Crown of Stars. Let's Let's see. Yeah. I don't spend a spell slot. And guess no mercy, so I'd have to. Well, they have to use disadvantage, right? Since I don't want to be breaking the rules.
Though I guess if somebody spared you from potentially dying, they showed mercy and broke the rules. So,
Right.
but that's their problem.
Yeah, I guess so. Alright, so this one will be, the last one will be an advantage.
Okay.
Alright, and then with that, that star will pass through her and then fly back into Anna, healing her for that amount. And I'll spend a hit dice to do that. And then I'll add a d10 to it.
All right. As play passes to Cyrus, Electo just says softly to herself, with the bow shaking in her hands, "No mercy." And then she fires at Philippocles again. So 27 for 25.
Alright, that's 3, but I need 4 to die.
Okay. Play passes to Cyrus.
Alright. Well, since I'm hasted, currently have 240 fly speed. So it'll seem like a blink of an eye. Appear right beside her. And say, "I warned you." In just this low tone. And proceed to just hammer.
Oh, I'm sorry. Can my bird attack her too? I'm sorry. I keep forgetting.
Sure. There's a lot going on.
Not bad. Oh, great.
Sorry. Bad, I already clicked a couple times. I apologize.
Okay, so let's see. You're doing 6 attacks, right?
Yep.
Okay, so that's gonna hit. 39 is gonna hit. And then Birdo's gonna hit. She does have a reaction back, so I guess Cyrus, I guess she would have, yeah, I guess she'll block one of the incoming hits when it comes in from you. Let's see. Yeah, so she'll just block the 16 from Cyrus with parry, and then shoot Cyrus. All right, because she would have gotten the reaction back from just now taking the.
Well, wouldn't hit me actually, because
shit.
AC bonus puts you up to 20-30.
Okay, but her shots are always an advantage.
Oh, sorry.
Yeah, no worries. So 27 for 25. All right, so then there would be that damage, and the 21 wouldn't have hit. All right, and then any other attacks from Hammer?
Yeah, I got.
Okay.
3 more attacks.
All right, go for it. All right, all of those are gonna hit.
Dang. I need 18 or higher, and I could not get a single crit. Oh, 6 rolls.
Oof.
Oh well.
All right. Anything else from Cyrus?
Nope. Gotta get from me.
All right. She looks at you, bleeding, bloodied, beaten, bit broken, and she says to you in a quiet voice, Cyrus, she says, "You're starting to see. And maybe that will be enough. Maybe that's why we came here. Maybe that's why we fight. But I'll do what I can. While I can." And then she will use a Paragon to fire at Phil. 22 for 25.
Phil is dead.
Wait. I can try. No, she have a reaction back.
Since she took her turn, yeah, her reaction would come back.
Oh, but she reflected Cyrus, right?
Right. But as soon as they take a Paragon, that resets their their reaction. Yeah, to kind of keep them like active, essentially.
I mean, I would try it anyway.
Okay.
So I'll try and reduce her attack roll by 18. Does that still hit?
That would still a hit.
Yep.
The question for Phil is, you have an out. Would you take it to live, or would you just?
Man, it's Lutheria. There's
It's
no
right.
way.
It's right there. It's like
There's
fruit
no-
hanging from the vine.
Yeah, not from her.
All right. Play passes to reset. And we are a little over time, so we might stop there.
Okay.
Oof. All right. This is round 9. Okay. Right. I will pin it. And delete it. Oof. There we are.
I don't have any more healing, and you weren't close enough to heal you with my attack. Create balance thing.
So, we'll stop there. Continue next week. Just quick announcements. Pathfinder tomorrow night. Cyberpunk tomorrow night. Dragon's Dogma on Wednesday. Pathfinder one shot with Dom on Wednesday. Curse Strahd Nightfall on Thursday. Maybe vodcasting on Friday. Saturday morning Red Hand of Doom. Sunday morning Curse Strahd Daybreak. Sunday night Mythic Odyssey. They are heading to the Island of Time. Anyone have any announcements or shouts before we end?
We're playing part 2 of a DCC adventure, People at the Pit, next Sunday morning. Anyone wants to tune into that, along with Daybreak. Maybe have both streams up at the same time, like a squad stream. I don't know. It's been pretty ridiculous how far they've gotten so far, and it should definitely end next week. So.
All right. Any other announcements?
I'm good, thank you.
All right.
All right.
Then we will adjourn.
Good night.
Night, everybody.
Good night.
No.
Next week. Bye.